All right, what's going on? Ooh. What's going on, chat? Make sure the volume's all right. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Oh wait, we got this. Let's swap over. Let me actually lift this up. Give me 1 second. Should be better. Shouldn't be in the way now. What's going on, chat? Hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate everyone tuning in. How's everyone doing? We got some conflict with chat planned tonight, which yesterday I tried streaming some fly tying, and my internet was like completely dead. So luckily it seems like today everything's good. It was definitely an issue on my service providers, and there was a storm. There was I didn't even realize I started streaming last night, and I was like, oh man, the stream's like the internet's all screwed up. It's dying. We tried resetting it, this and that for my fly tying stream, and I went downstairs and I was like, the stream's not gonna work. Unfortunately, we tried, but and then I went. It was like pouring rain, so that made a little bit more sense. But we do have something special as usual on Saturday nights. Oh, what the hell is this, Jerry? Sorry, folks. Jerry's an amateur at this. We do have some conflict with chat planned for tonight. So we have our board here. We have a little cemetery set up, as well as some dangerous terrain, if you will. But this is terrain that you're going to see in the next battle report, which we have Turnip 28 coming out soon. But so we got some like some sort of like cemetery swampy setup that we're going to be playing with tonight. But I did want to try something different, and that is I want to try a skirmish mode, or a skirmish version, if you will. Not that there is one necessarily, but it's something that we could try and formulate ourselves, because playing with full conflict lists on this size of a tiny little table is really hard. So, and it's something I would like to try, because I'm very partial to skirmish games in general, smaller games. So we're going to try singular models as opposed to squads. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try the same points values that they are in the base game. And for instance, so we'll have like 1 Paragon, 1 Firefly, stuff like that, or maybe a couple, like 2 Fireflies and 2 Paragons or something, just singular. And then we can have some like Totem Core or something like that, you know? I don't know how that's going to work balance-wise, but I think it'll be interesting for sure to try out a smaller scale version of Conflict. And something we're going to have to try out on our own and possibly just come up with as we go, sort of thing, you know what I mean? But particularly on this board, it's going to be much easier if we have smaller games as opposed to larger ones. So that's kind of the idea. I would like to try some sort of skirmish-esque version of Conflict, like I said. So I think it could be an interesting experiment. Try and get the right camera angle here. It's kind of tricky with my camera setup. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea. We can kind of chill out though and chit-chat in the meanwhile. I have all the conflict accoutrements and everything that we need to play. But I hope everyone's doing well. Appreciate everyone tuning in early. We had our new battle report come out, which was Mech Mayhem, I think it was. It was a good video, great piece in the centerpiece with the airplane and everything like that. Came out well. I was really happy with that terrain piece, how that video came out. And then, right, we filmed last Sunday. Yeah, last Sunday, because I was finishing up the Konflikt game Monday and Tuesday. But we have a Turnip 28 battle report. So I think that might be the next battle report on Wednesday, and what's going to happen tomorrow, we're going to record a Konflikt game. Then we'll kind of have a backlog of Konflikt. So if we do 1 week of Turnip, just the starter one. So I'm working on that. I'm almost done clipping or cutting it and the edits. And then I got to do voiceovers and do overlays. I'm kind of going to do it as an introductory game, where it's almost like I'm not going to try and teach people how to play Turnip, but I'm going to make sure that, like, if it's your first time, because it's our first time, that you know, it explains everything somewhat well. So, but I don't know, I'm excited to try some other games out on the channel, and I'd like to film some one-page rules and stuff like that. So, but I was thinking it'd be nice to be able to, like, guaranteed have the Konflikt battle report every week, and then maybe release other battle reports in addition. But I gotta be you know, reasonable, because I have 2 YouTube channels, and now I'm gonna be in one of the busiest times of the year for fly tying soon. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of commercial fly tying and everything like that. So it's okay if we take, you know, maybe 1 week out of the month or something, try a different game or something. I don't know, we'll see. So anyways, I think we might have our first Turnip battle report coming out this week. But that being said, we're getting closer to 1,000 subs. So we're getting ready. We have some special terrain made we're going to be using. I got to order some stuff off Amazon. We're going to do a special game for 1,000 subs here on the channel. So I'm excited for that, for sure. We're going to do like a really, really, really big game points-wise. So what's going on, bots? How's it going? I saw your miniature painting. I made sure to subscribe to your channel too. Hope you're doing well. So I guess we could real quick start going over. Is this gonna work? It is. I don't know how to zoom in this though. I guess we could just make the font larger, so it's easier to read for you folks. But skirmish testing for K-47. Skirmish rules, if you will. Okay? This is what we're going to be... Oh, real quick. Let's get some tunes going. Let's do the chill Resident Evil stuff for now. We'll let people wander on in. Let's do Resident Evil 3. So good. Ah. So good. Okay. Let's see. So, Konflikt 47 skirmish testing. For small scale games, small boards, points limit. See, if we made like 300 points, it'd be a lot, right? It's not like one-page rules sort of points. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere like 100 through 200, maybe 150 points, because the idea is we're going to use singular models. So, and we could theoretically use this for like bolt action too, right? So, the idea is for us to be able to scale down the games to this tiny desk, and still have a good amount of activations, but not have a ton of models because we don't have room for it, right? And the skirmish games add a little bit more complexity at times when it comes to activations. So points limit, I don't know, maybe 100, 200, 150, something like that. Ooh, yo, Frosty coming in.
Hell yeah, brother. 4 years.
Screw
My 3 cores lifely shred.
4 years. Holy guacamole. Round of applause. Unbelievable. Thank you, Frosty. Which, you know what? We'll have to show you guys here. You know, before everyone comes in here, so we have people quit the stream. I don't want people to quit. Let me show you the new thing I've been working on. Hold on. I'll show it to you soon. We're starting to make music again. The whole idea is I want to record some music with my dad for Mike Rolls Dice. So I'll show you what we've been working on. Give me a sec. Well, we got our board here. Yo, we got Tiki the Hut. How's it going, dude? I hope you're doing well. Jenny, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I usually play with 4 units in each army. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's a nice little... So everyone's on the same page. So tonight we're going to try out skirmish. I know, Tiki, you're working on something, but we're going to try a blind approach at scaling down the game to this 19 by 22 inch board. Still have a good amount of activations, but instead of having a giant blobs of infantry everywhere, we're going to have like one firefly, paragon, a paragon, and maybe you got to have a hero, we'll say, like a platoon commander or something. So we'll have like everyone, like each team has 5 minis, but it's 1 mini, and we're going to try regular points. So like we're going to use the regular conflict points, because you know how there's like for each additional mini it costs like 27 or something like that. So I'm going to try the Axis. You guys love the US. You guys win with the US every time too, so hoorah. Round of applause. But so maybe I'll try the Axis and use some like zombies, and maybe I don't know, stall trooping might be too strong. We might put one stall trooping in there just for fun. But we're gonna try a test. I don't know how the balance is gonna work. I don't know how the points are gonna work. You love the big tomatoes? Well, you can't see them the proper angle, huh? They're mushrooms. From the Mycelium Marauders, that is. I should give you guys a look at the new the battle report that I think's coming out on Wednesday. It's going to be our first Turnip 28 battle report. I was going to do like extra battle reports. I don't have the time for that. So we're just going to, maybe once a month we'll do something different or something. Maybe we'll do 2 conflict. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Octopus. What's going on, Cosmic Drew? How's it going, dude? All right. So this is, by the way, this sounds kind of like shit. All right. This is just me trying to record the, so you guys don't know, we used to play guitar live on Twitch back in the day. So on Saturdays, I would get, not drunk, but I would get like tipsy as hell, and I would just jam out. And I would like be playing a Strat behind my head, and it was kind of crap, but there were glimpses and moments of beauty in there. You know what I mean? Because I've been playing guitar for a long time, but I kind of stopped playing. But, what do you call it? So we used to do that. I used to embarrass myself on the internet like that. But my dad's been playing guitar for a very long time, and what do you call it? So I'd love to like make some music with him and stuff and have an excuse. So recently, though, my friend started getting into guitar, spent all this money on guitars, Mr. Frosty, and I was just teaching him like the basics. So I'd like to be able to jam with him. So I set up all my music stuff. I actually have an orange amp. Maybe I could show you guys. Hold on. Show you guys the rig. I have an orange amp, so it's a real tube amp that the speaker's unplugged, and it goes into this thing right here. It's called a torpedo, which simulates a cabinet or speaker, and then that sends the signal to my audio box, And this audio box then goes down to the PC, which, by the way, the place is the cables are a mess. Don't worry about that. I also have my mixer, which I use. That's what we use for streaming right now, when it comes to plugging everything in. But yeah, so set everything up, because I used to use a Line 6 Helix, but I gave that to my dad, which is like to simulate a guitar speaker and everything. But so we used to play live anyway. So, but before we get a ton of people in here, and they all leave because of this, this is what I've been working on. So my dad is Turkish, and he plays a lot of like, I can't even tell you what the scale that he's playing. I have no idea, but it's very like Middle Eastern sort of sounds and stuff like that on the guitar, which is pretty cool. But so this is something that we came up with like the other day, and I was just recording some different parts and stuff like that. But just for fun, I'm gonna play it for you guys. So hold on. And again, this is just recording it so I don't forget. Hopefully it's not too fucking loud. Let's see, we're gonna have to do a test. I have this drum software, by the way. No, it doesn't look like it's peaking or anything. We can turn it up a little. Fucking like it's almost like stoner rock or something. But I haven't played in probably a year and a half. The guitar's probably not in tune. But it's good. I haven't played guitar in a while. The drums are good. This part's cool though. It's like, this is my dad's scale. I can't even tell you what it is. Very Middle Eastern sort of sounding. And then I break out the taps, because I suck at tapping. And then I haven't figured out what's the next part. It goes to some sort of chorus thing. And again, this part, I think I used the Les Paul for this. It sounds like shit. The Telecaster sounds way better in this section here. But anyways, that's what I've been working on. That was for Frosty. Round of applause for Frosty. For the 4 years. Pick up the guitar. Practice the AC/DC. I tell you what, after the stream, I'm going to definitely just play some guitar for a while, because I'm going to have a couple of White Claws in me, so I'll probably work on... I've been working on some sort of, like, solo section, because I really want to get, like... But I can't really play that fast, so I got to get my chops back up. Do some sort of, like, you know, scales or something like that. But anyways, that's what we've been working on. Having some fun. We're going to be playing some Konflikt, though. We ain't doing that tonight. I was thinking of streaming some guitar, though. So don't be surprised if we might, like, some Saturday nights, we may play, and then all of a sudden, at later in the half, once enough fun juice has been consumed, we're going to break out the guitar and just start jamming. Because I don't know how that works on YouTube, though. Twitch is much more forgiving. I used to do covers and stuff. I was, like, playing AC/DC and stuff like that. But YouTube's not, like, chill with copyright stuff, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. That might be a whole separate stream, the embarrassment part. But anyways, I haven't played guitar in a while, so I got to get my chops up. All right, let's take a look. That was for Frosty, though. I know Frosty's been, you know, he's going to be the next Eddie Van Halen one day. Rest in peace. All right, what the hell are we doing again? Oh, yeah. Sounds like some epic metal slug music. Yeah, what do you call it? It's just fun. I like making music. I always have. And a lot of the music we've made has been dumb music, which is like silly music on the channel. Like, you know, like the Halloween thing or something that you guys have seen with Little Peacock. That's all like parody stuff, you know? But it'd be fun to, like, try and, like, you know, we also had some, like, actual music that we used to sing. But it was kind of cringe. It was more fun to do the funny stuff. Because at least then it's like, oh yeah, it's just funny. I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? But when I'm actually trying serious, it's like, man, this sucks. You suck. Boo! You know what I mean? Very critical of my guitar playing. So we'll see like a year from now. Maybe a year from now when I'm like, got my chops back, we'll do some live guitar playing or something. Maybe sooner. Who knows? Because I can't help myself. Anyways, back to it. Cosmic, how's it going, dude? How you been? I hope everything's going well. Sounds like a video game title music. Well, this is video game title music. I think you're hearing Resident Evil 3. All right. So, again, we're doing skirmish, conflict. We're going to try it. Small scale, maybe 100, 200 points. And this is where, chat, you, this is where, oh, it'll be next weekend, Frosty. This is where you guys really need to kind of chime in, because the whole reason we're doing this is not only so I get to play Conflict, but so that you guys get to play Conflict with me. Because some folks haven't been able to receive their miniatures and stuff. Some folks haven't, maybe don't have the time and stuff. So it'd be a fun way to do it. We've tried out a couple games so far. They've generally been around anywhere from 300 to 700 points on this tiny little board. And it's been good. Usually, though, they've ended around turn 2. You know what I mean? So, it'd be cool to try and formulate this or scale it down, because I personally really love skirmish games, like one-page rules. I even had a lot of fun with Trench Crusade and stuff like that. But I like there's a whole nother level of nuance when it's like you scale down from like a large, battle or something with multiple large units and tanks and mechs, and you scale it down to like singular units trying to maneuver around the board and do stuff. There's like a whole nother level of gameplay, so it'd be cool to try it out, and it'd be a hell of a lot more manageable for me on stream. So that being said, I think we're gonna do probably max one model, unless there's maybe some really cheap units. Just think of basic infantry units, right? Where you can take them in, maybe if you get them in inexperience, you can take 3, right? If you get them in regular, you can take 2-mans. If you get them in veteran, you can take them in 1-mans. I'm going to write that down. That actually kind of seems like maybe a cool idea. Maybe that gets a little too complicated, but I don't know. We'll try it. So that might be something. I was thinking the same points system as the normal game. It's an impressive skill to play any musical instrument. Yeah, there's levels to it, for sure. And I've definitely wanted to be on a higher level for a long time. But I also do many different things. So there was a time where I've dedicated a lot of my day to like playing music and stuff. But I just don't have the time nowadays. But I am trying to, at least, now that it's set up, and I'm slowly getting my room more set up the way I like it. Once I get that more set up, it's just easy to pick up and play. That's the main thing. So if you make it to where you got to take everything out and set it up, that's a pain. So we have guitars all over the place too. So all right. So same points as the normal game. That we'll see how that goes. I think there's gonna have to be a balance system, right? Like, you could easily be like, well, okay, 1 point of Ursus infantry. If we look it up, we should actually let's look this stuff up. Like, you could take 1 Ursus infantry and it'll probably kill everything on the board, right? The other thing is like the Rift Dice abilities. That might mix things up. That might make it a little iffy. But let's go down to Ursus infantry. I'm curious how much they cost. I don't think it's a lot. I have nightmares of these things. Yeah, 43 points. So if we're doing 150 points, you could take 3 Ursus infantry. And you'll probably just win every time. But just like Conflict and Bolt Action, it's the sort of game where you generally want to talk to your opponent or your buddy and be like, hey, what sort of game do you want to play or something. It's not like 40K, right? So I think so we don't got to worry about that as much. You know what I mean? But it is something to think about if we do ever want to try and make like a skirmish rules, like a community rules for people to try. Maybe, yeah, 7+ armor is maximum, and that includes surging. That would essentially eliminate that would eliminate the Ursus and the wolves. That, or maybe they aren't able to go to damage value 8. Let's do something here. Max damage value. Also, Rev, by the way, thank you so much for the 2 months, brother. Appreciate that. Round of applause with the new recruit. I love how all the people who sub on their own, or this is what Rev pointed out, that are new recruits. And then all the gift subs are the... I don't know. I wish you guys could gift the cheaper subcategory. I don't know how this stuff works. Rev said apparently you can only do the other one, but I usually just have like the 2 levels. One's the smaller one, but I love. Rev was pointing out, it's so funny that like Cosmic or everyone, not Jenny, Rev, Cosmic, everybody are on the new recruit side. But you know what? That's like the Rev also pointed out the veterans are the guys scheming getting the free gift memberships. So that's a good point. They're the veterans, you know what I mean? I didn't think about it when I made the categories. That's really what it came down to. All right, anyways, max damage value. 7+. Now, are we going to restrict certain types of units? Maybe restrict abilities that allow damage 8? I don't know. I will say that we're probably not going to be having walkers and stuff in the skirmish game, you know? It's just going to be like infantry and stuff like that. Unless there's any really small... much less damage value. Like I don't know what the British are the British little robot gunbot things that explode. Are those the damage value 7? Whoa! First off, I think I missed it. Sean coming in, Squig Herder, the spreader of Tiki AI rumors, coming in with the new recruit. Thank you so much, my friend. But clearly the superior seasoned veterans in the chat getting the gift membership. No, but, and then Sean gifting out 5 memberships. Thank you, my friend. Again, very, 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 very kind to you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Going out to Always Gaming Evil. Toby Lee. Thank you. There you go. I can barely read. Andrew. Harmonious and Prime. Thank you, my friend. Very, very kind to you. Again, round of applause. It's not me clapping. It's the millions of people. Thank you, Sean. The millions. Thousands. Yeah, 07's in the chat. Or, if you got a some emotes, use your new Mike Rolls Dice emotes that you get. Okay, that being said, though, I think we have a pretty basic idea of what's going on. I was thinking we probably want to restrict heroes. Because, for instance, having Drugov is super crazy. Even just having... I mean, you can still possibly use heroes, but I think you want to use generic characters to start, possibly. So... More Fireflies. Yes, yes, yes. Fire files. Fires files. Okay, yeah. I did see there's a Firefly platoon, and as somebody who is a U.S. player and uses a lot, or loves Fireflies, I'm very excited for that. So, and I just noticed there's a Roberta Wells editing the other battle report the other day, putting the overlay above. Roberta Wells, 1940-something, 5, scientific experiment, or whatever, scientist. So I'm assuming they're going to have a late war Roberta Wells in this fest. I haven't looked. But I'm assuming they might with, like, a jump pack. So, I just know I saw a Warlord thing where they said there was a Firefly platoon on Instagram. So I think Rev yesterday though sent me photos of the Festoon Europa book. So I think he's got it. We're in no rush though. Everyone else has got it. They've done stuff, you know, yada yada yada. Rev, it's his minis. He can take his time, do what he wants. He's probably gonna put them together though and have them painted in no time, knowing him. Though he is working now, so he had to go back to work. I know. He was off for the winter. I know. We might need to get some. We might have some solo conflict games like Alpine Assault, where it's more cinematic. Because if Rev's working and the time schedule doesn't work, but we're gonna try and play on Sundays and get a game in every week for the channel. But so we are gonna feature Festoon Europa at some point. But for now, we got some stuff we're working on. We are working on the 1,000 sub video, which is going to be a gigantic battle report with Squig Herder Sean's recommended. What do you call it? Magic ball terrain. Very cool. Which that magic ball can also be used in this new Festoon Europa giant walker thing or something. So we're excited about that. Finally got some more dice from Hobby Lobby. Hey, there you go. I like the Amazon ones. They're finally breaking in after 3 or 4 years. I'm starting to roll a good amount of sixes. What the hell are we doing? You got one more model done this weekend? Oh, there you go. Well, you got your turnip army, so now you can just focus on whatever the hell else you're doing. Okay. So that being said, maybe we put together. Now's a good time, you guys chat. What you see here? Is there anything that you guys want to add to this that you think would be helpful? Is there anything that you think makes sense for skirmish or something like that? This is what I just kind of thought up on hand. It's going to be small points, probably like 150 we might try tonight. Like, again, one model, so you'll have like one Firefly instead of 6. And you use the points upgrades. It tells you, because if you divide the number of 6 Fireflies, that's the points upgrade per one Firefly. So we're just going to use stuff like that. You guys will come up with a fun little list with a couple Fireflies, a couple Paragons, maybe a hero or something, or not a hero, like a character. Or, you know, maybe you guys can have like a couple of regular troops as well, so we can all try like a couple different units. And I set up a board, and we'll just do a grand tactical style mission where we have objective number 1, which is right here, which I'll probably put something like fluff on there for you guys to see, something white. We have Rift Juice container number 1. We have Rift Juice container number 2 in the graveyard. And we have Rift Juice container number 3. Both these two are in swamp, so I forget how it works. If they're even, I don't think there's dangerous terrain where you actually could get hurt, but if there is, we're gonna do that today because that's a hell of a lot of fun. Because we made these for Turnip 28, and I used liquid fusion to make them look like ponds. So if not, we can just do the terrain where you move like, it's like dense terrain, you move slower, or whatever it is, you know. But we could treat them as like ruins. This will be one terrain piece. This will be one terrain piece, and then this will be one terrain piece. This is a what do you call it? And we're gonna try and do like essentially kind of like line of sight ish rules. But you'll have cover if you're in here. It's like considered a we could consider this just like ruins maybe or something. Maybe introduce a slot system where regular sized infantry take up 1 slot and more armored infantry take up 2 slots. You know what? I'll write that down. Slot or / sub point system. Bows are... Regular infantry will be like 1 maybe. Armored 2, something like that. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if we'll do that today, but maybe it'll be based off of the damage value that you have. So maybe you're only allowed a certain amount of units that have over a certain value of damage threshold. You know what I mean? That way you can't abuse it or something. Or that way, even then, we're trying to like come up with balance. But again, who cares? We don't need to be balanced right away. We don't need to be balanced in general. So, all right. That being said, let us pull this up, pull that up. Okay. You could do a maximum damage value in the whole army. But what do you mean by in the whole army? Like, how does the parameters work? Is what I'm asking for that. Working a day shift is lame. I gotta say, Sean, we should let's pull up the Discord while we wait. Sean's painting is crazy, dude. Like, you know, I like Play on Tabletop has done videos where they show off people's armies. You would probably be the first person that I would invite to the studio. When we get a studio. To film something like that. I tell you what. We gotta take a look. His minis are sick. Like, take a look. Sheesh. It's the real number of the beast, by the way. Well, you know what? You're just not listening, Tiki. You're just not listening well enough. Check that out. Little bug. I used to have a boss when I was a mechanic, and he used to love telling this story. He was like, well, one day in high school, the motor blew up, so we took it out on the side of the road. You could lift the car out, or you could, like, just take the motor out of the back, and we rebuilt it, and then went back to school. And I'm like, all right, cool. He used to love telling that story. The guy was an asshole. But the paint job looks sick, dude. It really does. Fantastic. Interesting, that's the mini, huh? Wow, it is a German UFO. Very cool. Hubosaucer. Interesting. I didn't know that. Reaper with his Necron. Looking very good. Hell yeah. That looks sick. I like the colors for the Necron. It's always metal and green. You see. We got Turnip 28. I'm going to have to show you guys the Turnip 28. I'll give you a little glimpse. Rev's army looks sick. The mushroom guys I'm super happy with. I love the carrot army. I'm finishing up my my brutes. I got 6 brutes, and I got my root shrine. So I might film another game with just like solo or something like that. I don't know. At some point. Now that Revs, I'm gonna I'm gonna maybe have to try during the week, try and film a game solo and get a backlog of games just in case. I mean, even the camo on the minis looks like so good. It's like a leopard print. It's like a German leopard print. That's what it is. So now when I see these guys, I can't help but think they're like on the runway. You know what I mean? It's like oh no 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 on the catwalk. That's these guys like walking down. Oh yes, Hans. Your hair looks fabulous today, I tell you what. I love it because they look so stylish, don't they? In the camo. Embrace it. by the way. You got to have a Derek Zoolander, is what I'm saying. If you don't have a Derek Zoolander, or like Mugatu, I think you need Mugatu. The Americans need Derek Zoolander. I need a Derek Zoolander model. You need a Mugatu. That's what you need. You need a Will Smith Mugatu, and you need his assistant as well. For sure. But yeah, this stuff looks fantastic, dude. Makes my little crappy camo job look like crap. And then this is the big camo job, where it's the larger splotches. Look at that, dude. Yo, what's up, dog? You got any Dutch Masters? That's what this guy's saying right here. He's got like the hookah. Very good. All right. Oh, Jenny's been working on some stuff. Let's see. Oh, dude, battle chickens? Oh, it's a totem core head. So this is for Konflikt? Hell yeah. Are these Cerebus? Or what are you using them as? Oh, yeah. You're going Cerebus mode, aren't you? This looks like British chickens. Fucking hell, the chickens are great. I thought of this. I had an idea about killer chickens, but I don't remember what it was for. But I definitely thought about miniature chickens that killed stuff. Maybe it was for turnip. That's what maybe it was. Oh, it's because there's a thing where you have farm animals. But I remember I had an idea about chickens killing people. So they look great, and I love the blood effects. The blood effects look great. Yeah, sick. Great job. The basing looks fantastic, too. What, do you put some cilantro on there or something? You got oregano on there? Some red pepper flakes. That's cool looking shrubbery for basing. I like that. Because it kind of has that look. It kind of looks like some sort of herbs or something, you know? It looks different than the normal, like, train building crap I use all the time. They look great, though. You knocked it out of the park. Killer chickens, round of applause. Chicken, hell yeah. Don't forget the little dog. What dog? Oh, the little dog. Yeah, of course. Well, he's going to be holding the dog. You have to find a... I figured that was a dead giveaway. It would be in the Mugatu Mini. So. Anyways, I expect you to have, like, some sort of fashion runway model platoon commander, Squig Herder. All right, I'm going to get some minis, chat. Hold on. Let's get some minis, and we're going to come up with some points. I've got poor little Peacock's army sitting in a box like that. Needs an up dog. Mm-hmm. An up dog. There you go. Hell yeah. I love up dog. All right. So that being said, chat, points. I guess we'll pull up both army lists real quick. I can pull up my phone, but it's easy enough. Because the phone's going to be like, no, you need this, you need that, you need this. All right. Let's build two lists. Shall we? God damn it, what happened? It's like, nope, sorry, we're going to change that. Nope. Alright, whatever, dude. It's going to be easier to do this then. Screw you. There we go. Alright. What do you want, chat? Let's do 150 points. I'm assuming you guys want to play US, as usual. Who doesn't? I'll be the villain. Don't worry. As usual. Let's go US here. So let's see. I don't know if we got to include like a commander or a leader. We could, but let's start off with the basics. Let's see what a Firefly and a Paragon. Now the other thing we got to think about is abilities. Are Paragons generating guts every turn? That's something we got to think about. A singular Firefly with a Thompson is 27 points. Okay. 27 points. So, what are we thinking? 2 Fireflies? Something like that? Let's see what else they got. We also have Paragons, because I don't have too many different types of US miniatures, by the way. Freedom Army, boys! Hell yeah. Maybe a game mode. Maybe for a game mode, but allow vehicle support like carrier or light tanks. Maybe. Maybe transports. But, I mean, the whole idea is you want to play it on like a small board. Ideally, potentially, we could do something like that. But then you're adding an armor with like an HMG sometimes and something like damage value 7 transport. It could be a little tricky to deal with if somebody, you know. I don't know. We'll think about it. For now, we're not going to, but maybe in the future. Maybe, because especially if we're playing on, like, ideally a 3x3 or a 4x4 board, for instance, right? Paragons, 28 points. And with a Tesla rifle is 6 points. Close combat is 2. So we're going to play it as normal. So maybe we'll do 2 Fireflies. That is 54 points. Or something like that. Then 2 Paragons, 1 with an SMG and a close combat, 1 with a heavy Tesla. That'll put us probably enough to where you can have like 1 regular dude or something. I don't know. What do you guys? Let's try it out. Or do you want regular infantry? You guys tell me what you want. What do you think? Let's do a Paragon. And their damage value 6. They're 28 each. Uh, 1x close combat. 2 points. And then 1x H Tesla rifle. God, I can't fucking spell right now. And that's what, 6 points I think they are for a Tesla rifle? It was a great deal. I'll pay 6 points for a Tesla rifle any day. Hopefully someone can point me to where I can find a mini for Mugatu von Pilvaso. Rev, I'm going to need you to use your magic maker to make a Mugatu mini. Give the AI a bunch of good photos and let it run wild. That's priority number 1. Just so that it exists. You know? It's going to be messed up. As long as it just needs to look right from one angle. You're going to have to hand sculpt it out of green stuff, by the way. That's what you got to do. So, get on it. I hope you got some sculpting tools. Just bars, assault rifles, SMGs. No, there's no shotguns. Trench shotguns. There really should be some sort of shotgun stuff because there is shotguns in the bolt action book for the Marines, which I looked into when we were playing bolt action. Because shotguns weren't like super prevalent in World War II, but I mean in conflict, shotguns seem like they make sense, particularly against certain types of enemies. You know what I mean? Like flying ones. Shooting Nachtjagers out of the sky. I said I finished a model this weekend. Yeah. You know, like I said, when you got time, hand make Professor Mugatu out of green stuff for Sean, okay? If you can get on that, please. Paragons. This one will have an SMG. So no extra points. And 1x close combat. We should probably just do the... Well, I guess we do the total point after. Oh. 36. Gotta make that a capital because it's bugging me. And 30. So what does that put us at? We got 27 times 2, 54, plus 30, plus 36, 120 points. So you get 30 more points. I don't have heavy infantry, unfortunately. If that's what you're wondering. You're assuming it wasn't Mugatu. True. True. Yeah, Jim's right. You can, I guess, just take the Marines. I don't know how does that work? Are you physically allowed to say, hey, I want to take Rangers? Do you get the Ranger start of game action? Like, are you allowed to, does Conflict and Bolt Action, do they allow that? Like, we would do that. You know, we would allow you to do that. But are you allowed to, because it's in the list when you're building your, I just recently got the Warlord app, and then you can, like, pick any Bolt Action unit that you want for your Conflict list. So I'm curious, do you, like, you don't get the army rolls, but there's, like, an ability or something. So I'm assuming maybe you don't get a Ranger, like, pre-game action move, but you can take Rangers. I don't know. That's something to try out. If I was playing against somebody that was using Rangers, I would say, yeah, do the pre-game action move, because that's sick. You know what I mean? But I don't know if how that actually works. But in the app, it seems like they want you. They're like, dude, take whatever the hell you want, from Bolt Action to Conflict, mix and match. They make it to where it's actually like you have to look through Bolt Action stuff, you know? You do? It's on the app? Ah! Oh, hell yeah. That's very cool then. It's way more interchangeable then. Resin Firefly model has a shotgun. Alright, you got 30 points, chat. Do you want another Paragon? That's 5 units. Seems about right. Maybe we try a normal dude. Maybe we'd do a 3-man squad of regular infantry. What are they? Regulars are 10 points. Let's try it. Let's try... Well, I mean, do we want to make it to where you got to have a platoon commander? More Paragons? We could just have one more Paragon, but... I'm trying to think. Do we want to make it to where the... Oh, you guys can't even see. Do we want to make it to where you guys have to have... Or where each army has to have a platoon commander? That way you could still get a bonus. We still have the bonus aspect of platoon commander's morale. They have the snap twos. Or do we want to get rid of that because that's just too much, and we'll just make it to where you can take whatever you want? I'm gonna put a poll in the chat for you guys. We gotta start. I gotta get the poll hands warmed up because we're gonna be polling it up. Also, we gotta start speeding. I'm chatting. I'm yapping it up. We got to get this going. Knowing you guys will kill I'm sure you guys will kill everything. You guys will win turn 2 as usual on the channel. So, whoa, Frosty Actual. becoming a seasoned vet here on the channel. Wow, wow, wee woo, wow, wow. Wow, Mr. Hotshot. Just had to go and double sub. I see how it is. Round of applause, chat. Get the George emotes in the chat, please. If you got them. If not, 07s. 07s. All the cool kids are there. Yeah. I got to be careful. Dan Clancy might ban me, though. We got to be careful. All right, we're going to do a poll. Yes, you need an officer. No. Take whatever. Or, yeah, no, take whatever. If you want to take an officer, take one. If not, whatever. All right, poll is started. Vote now in the chat. Again, this whole thing is about incorporating you folks into the stream and helping shape what we're doing here. Single veteran infantryman with assault rifle and an ATRD makes about 24 points. That is a good one. That is a good one. Excuse me. Having an ATRD every single turn is actually really good. Yo, Tiki, thank you again for the resub too, or the membership re-up for the 2 months, and the gift sub as well, going out to Crayon Brains UK. Took me about 20 years to say that name right, by the way. Headed back to work. Good luck to... Hey, thank you, Tiki. Very, very kind of you, man. Hopefully you have a great rest of your night, and have an awesome stream later. If you folks haven't, you should check out Tiki the Hut on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe on his channel. Click on his name on the stream. You should be able to subscribe. He streams late on Friday and Saturday nights, so be certain to check him out, okay? I'm sure most of you have already know him, but if not, and you're new here, be certain to check him out. Thank you again, Tiki. Single veteran infantryman. That does sound pretty good. All right, we got the poll up. Poll's up, chat. Vote now. My voice is already starting to go. So what's up, chat? While you guys vote on this. We should potentially maybe try some other games on Saturday nights too. I think the Konflikt School, we could probably end up... I would like to potentially start working on other armies, so I might 3D print some stuff. But Rev can also always let me borrow some stuff if I ask him ahead of time. Like, for instance, if I know next week maybe I want to try the British out or something, and maybe you guys try the Germans, he could bring a couple miniatures for me to use, for instance. But I wouldn't mind. Maybe we could try, like, one-page rules. Might be fun for us to play one-page rules, or, like, Turnip 28 or something one night. So, we'll see. But I only have 2 armies. Technically 2 Axis and 1 US. But what was I going to say? We will mix it up. So I was thinking about that. I wouldn't mind potentially like starting to expand a little bit too in Konflikt on my own. Maybe because we do want to try some other armies out. So, but yeah, I can always just borrow something from Rev. Hey Tim, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. Add stubborn and 8 T grenades to make 27. Work. Like a digital entity can perform work. Hey, you'd be surprised. You better watch your mouth, all right? All this down with the clanker stuff, I'm gonna get a citation in the future from all the AI robot police. You ever think about that, Sean? All this Tiki nonsense is eventually gonna land you in robot jail. Okay? Better watch out. I love talking smack against ChatGPT, but the drones will come for me eventually. So, playing like TikTok music strapped with RPGs, just blowing up my house. Ah! You've been sentenced to death. Missed the game? No. We haven't started yet. We haven't started. We did a poll. Sorry. Let's see. What do we win? Yes, you need an officer. All right, you do need an officer. Let's take a look at the officers. Let's take a look. Let's just do a regular platoon commander. Regular, 30 points. Or we can do an inexperienced, but then you'd have an ATRD with an inexperienced. That really doesn't work. So we're just going to do regular platoon commander. You already got 2 Paragons. You got 2 Fireflies. You guys are going to win. Take it easy. All right? Take it easy, chat. You guys are going to win. Okay. And that is 150 points. On the money. So, what am I going to use? Let us find out. I got Stall Troopin'. I have Nachtjägers. I have... We're not using Schreckwolfen. I have Totenkor. I have Shock Troopers, a.k.a. Emus. Hell yeah, dude. Shock Trooper, I'm down. See, now I get to use my Emus. 2 guys... 2 guts. It is going to get 2 guts because, well, no, it's going to get 1 guts for free because you guys only had the points for just the platoon commander. Yeah, I want to use the Shock Trooper and Emus. The Emu pelts are very tough, if you didn't know. Where's Shock Troopers? There we go. And they have the advanced body armor. They have Fanatics, which isn't going to make a difference in singular models. Some of this stuff might not be relevant, but anyways. I'm going to use veterans, for sure. Oh, I can't give them the Schmeiser SMGs. I miss it. I can fire rifle grenades, so I don't know how that works. Can you do that every turn? Fire rifle grenades? I've been playing Over the Top. Over the Top is so good if you haven't tried it. It's so freaking good. Alright, Shock Troopers. And they have rifle grenades in World War One. They're bullet resistant IRL. I mean, they won the war. Ask the Australians. You know what I mean? So we'll do 2 Shock Troopers, I think. We'll do Veteran, so 23 points. And I'll give them just we'll keep it Assault Rifles, I guess. Emus, yeah, exactly. I'm telling you. Exactly. I would love to make a video where it's the Emu Wars. I would like to make more of those things in the future, but there's really no reason. I guess if I want to make Shock Troopers, right? In the lore-wise, the Shock Troopers are my Emus. Like, these are my Shock Troopers because they're considered like Shock Troopers for Heinrich Ross. So I might as well just actually make these my Shock Troopers, and I can have units of Shock Troopers. So there you go. Actually, I just solved it. Perfect. Until Warlord sells the Emu models, we'll use those ones. And these have, yeah, rise up, my Emu brothers. Another Shock Vet 23. And these have assault rifles. I want Totenkor. Because it's a freaking graveyard. The whole idea is you guys are trying to come and capture this area, and there's a bunch of zombies coming up out of the grave. Brains. That whole thing. So 21 points. Wow, I'm gonna have way more models, this seems like. No. No, it's actually pretty close. Okay. Yeah, no. All right. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Sorry. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I might have like one more model in the end. Because, prices, we'll see. So, that puts us at... Let's take a look. $88, which we're gonna need about 70 or not 70, about 62 points. I want another zombie because I want them to shamble. I love them. I love to use the word shamble in my battle reports. By the way, if you couldn't tell, there's about 41. So I need a platoon commander. So let's get Helga Wunderpump and maybe her bodyguard. That's what I could do. Where's Helga Wunderpump? Here we go. Yeah, Helga Wunderpump and a bodyguard. Maybe give them pistols. Which is 30. Oh. 1x troop. Regular is 9. I can't. I think they're just 2 points. I mean, I could take... Nah, they don't even have rifles. You can't even take rifles for German platoon commanders, I forgot, or Axis. With Americans, you can take rifles, but... okay. Which, speaking of which, do you guys want a gun on your platoon commander? He's gonna just have a pistol. Do you guys want to get rid of something on your guys? You have 2 Fireflies. You have the Paragon with the close combat and the Tesla. You get, I mean, the Tesla's nice though, right? Yeah, we're just going to leave it like is. You got a pistol, I got a pistol, dude. I have 3 Totem Corps, 2 Shock Troopers, and my platoon commander and a bodyguard. So what is that? 6 units. You have 5 units. You have 2 Paragons, 2 Fireflies, and a platoon commander. That being said, you have guts. And I cannot regenerate. Maybe we'll do a thing where the zombies live on a 6-up. That might be fun. But we'll see. Hopefully be right back. If not, kick some ass, chat. Okay, cool. Well, we got our list, so let's get our armies put together on the table. And then we could... we'll go grab a drink, hit the hookah lounge real quick. Let everyone get snacks. I want to get some chips. I do love me some chips. For when I'm wargaming. So I got 3 zombies, like you said. Zombie number 1, zombie number 2, number 3. Then we got, just for fun. Alright. I want to use the one with the medic thing because he looks cool, but I'm going to use the other guys because my emus. My emu. Shock Trooper bodyguards. And they will have the, if you don't have pen on your weapon, you're -1 to hit, which is going to be fairly relevant for most of the U.S. troops, except for the Paragon with the whatchamacallit, who'smacallit, you know what I'm talking about, the Tesla rifle. Now, don't be alarmed, even though it's scary. This is just a regular platoon commander and her bodyguard. This isn't a Schreckwolfen, but this is the Warlord model that comes with Helga Wunderpump. Not the official name, by the way, but the coolest one. So this is what I'm using as her professional bodyguard. So, that is the Axis list right there. Assault rifle, 3 Totem Corps, and regular platoon commander, and that. What are we? What should we do? Is there any ability? How about? I think we should do something. Maybe on a certain dice roll, they die, but they come back up the next round or something. I don't know. That could be fun, because otherwise they really have no ability as a singular model. You could put them in a 3-man unit, I guess, which that could solve that issue, and then use these single, but a 3-man unit of Totem Core might be too powerful for the game rules. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if we want to change the abilities and add new things to the game, or do we just want to... We'll figure it out. Firefly. We got Firefly number 1. 4 to 6 regen. I think that's a cool idea. Maybe not that turn, though. They die that turn, right? Or, well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe they just come back up. Or no, I think it should be the next round. They, like, crawl back up. A new zombie spawns from the grave. Or something. Because otherwise, like, you spend the whole turn to try and kill it. You guys kill it. And then on a 4, it just lives. So that might be cool. You know what I mean? Next turn, a zombie comes up on a 4 or up. That sounds like a cool idea. I'm down with that. We got another Firefly here. We got Paragon number 1. We need a Paragon with a Tesla rifle right here. I need to print more of that dude and just like cut his head off and put other heads on there. And for the platoon commander, I'm just going to give you guys, because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to dig out. Oh no, I do have a regular dude. I had a medic. There we go. There's your platoon commander right there. What's going on, Jabronski? How's it going? So we'll make sure everybody gets their guts that they need. We'll have everyone ready to go, essentially. And then we'll take a break. We'll get everyone go get some snacks, get a drink, use the restroom, and then we'll get started. And we'll try and be pretty quick about it. What we're gonna do is, for your guys' activations, we're gonna do polls. That does take a little while, but what I'll do is I'll ask, okay, what do you want to activate, chat? And we'll be like Paragon 1, 2, Firefly 1, 2, Platoon Commander. Right? So I think you guys we'll just do that pretty quick. We'll do P1, P2, F1, F2, PC. Okay? And you guys can vote on which one you want to activate. And then we'll usually do advance, fire, run, rally, or something like that. And you guys will vote. You guys are playing the US, I'm playing the Axis, and the whole idea is that we have like 4 turns max we're going to play. We're not going to be playing 6. We might play 6. We'll see. But usually the game ends much quicker than that, especially on a board this size. So, because you can kind of shoot each other right off the bat almost. Now, Helga Wunderpump does get... we are going to play with like the rules, the army rules. You guys will be able to re-roll your multiple shot weapons. Re-roll 1 dice. This guy will have 2 dice because he's a... I mean, you are going to have guts. We're just going to play with the abilities the way they are. She gets a Rift Mastery die, Helga Wunderpump. The Totengor have their Rift die. How about if they have an active Rift dice, they... you get that ability. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're going to, like... We'll see. We'll play more games. Maybe one game in the future we'll play without the abilities. See if the abilities make a huge difference. I don't have another Rift die for one of the Fireflies. So we're going to have to use a regular dice is what we're going to use. In worst case, then we'll swap it with someone else or something. So, I have a regular dice right here. This will be one of the Rift dice. And a 6 is surging, and a 5 and 4 are active. For that guy. Okay. We got guts. You get your free guts here. And, yeah. We'll take a look. Give me a second. We got some tunes. Let's go ahead and get our... The good. Some Command and Conquer. Hell yeah, we'll get that ready. And let's see. So we got our list. Probably what we'll do is you guys will deploy here and I'll deploy there. That's usually how we do it, where you guys are on the left or right. We could also, to make it more tactical, we could have deployment top and bottom. That could be something. We could pick that. So we'll figure that out when we get back. But when we get back, we're going to play the game. Oh, yeah. Let's get the order dice before I leave. Let me get order dice. How many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Axis. Go get some snacks. Go get some drinks. Because we got beer and pretzel conflict with chat. All right? And then we got 5 dice on the US side. Okay. Cool. We got everything we need. We're ready to rock. And when we get back, we'll determine the deployment sides. And the mission is going to be very simple, chat. There are 3 objectives. I'll try and put... I'll do this for now. There are 3 objectives on the board. They are containers of Rift Juice. If you've watched some of my battle reports before, you've seen the battle report with Drugov. He is in control of all of the Rift, or most of the Rift Juice. Rift Juice is like the most valuable thing in the Conflict universe in my mind. It's just like, you could just chug. It's like the superhero thing where they're like, sir, they're supposed to take little doses, and the guy's like, give me that. He's like, chugs the like glowing liquid and then turns into like the Super Hulk. That's Rift Juice. So, but anyways, we got containers of Rift Juice glowing. And speaking of glowing, hold on. There you go. And yeah, we got our 2 armies. So I'm just gonna go run and grab some drinks real quick. And when we get back, we are going to. That looks pretty good for a cemetery, I think. We'll play some Conflict. So we'll put the dice in the bag and get going. What time is it on here? It is almost 8 o'clock in New York right now. I'm in Long Island, so. But yeah, something that I need to say is make sure you guys are up to date on the stream. Like, you don't got to refresh it or anything like that. You can take your, like, scroll all the way, or if you're on mobile, like, hold it all the way, tap it. Something I've noticed with watching on YouTube, the only downside to YouTube live streams at times, and I love watching on YouTube, is that at times it seems like there's a delay that builds up. I don't know if it's particular for streams or if it's just on the, like, just on YouTube in general. It happens on my PC and my phone. So just make sure you're up to date, because I'm gonna need you guys to vote kind of somewhat quick with the polls and all that. So anyways, chat, don't go nowhere. We'll be back in just a moment. I'll put some tunes on here. And we'll put some Resident Evil music, and I'm just going to run and grab some drinks, use the restroom, and then we'll start playing, okay? Let's get the camera, nice camera angle for you guys. You over the pond or something? What is that, a 4-hour difference or so? That sounds about right. I thought it was like, well, I guess it depends where you are probably over there. It's about like a 4 to 6 hour difference, I think. Or maybe like 4 or 5, right? Okay, chat. Go grab some snacks and some drinks. We're going to get this thing going. Yeah, shout out to all the bruvs in the UK. Appreciate it. I know it's late for you guys, but it's Saturday, so, you know. Grab your scotch or your whiskeys or your Guinnesses, whatever you're drinking over there. Get ready. All right, chat. I'll be back in just a second. Don't go nowhere. Let's get it. It's conflict time. I started the stream later than I wanted to, and it's already 8 o'clock. Saturday night, though, we're gaming. Something tells me, one thing I've learned is one mind against the combined mind of like 15 people usually is a deadly combination. So you guys have the brain power. That's my excuse. I'm already throwing excuses out there. I'm one of those war gamers. You know what I mean? But we'll see if the Totenkor, Tiki's terrors, they've been trained by the best of the Japanese. I don't know how I want to have this set up, but I do want to make sure the camera is not completely crooked. We'll get you guys kind of lined up, and we're going to get started here. Kind of like it back a little with a little angle, though, so you can see the trees. That works. 8 a.m. game tomorrow? I won't be up by 8 a.m., but we'll shoot for early. Definitely. Maybe 11 or something. Not 8, though. 8's a little early. But we're playing Conflict. I don't know what you want to play, but... Maine? No. New York. Maine is very cool. I love Maine, though. I'd love to... I haven't been there before. I'd love to. And I also read the comment underneath and said Maine, like, in a very exclamatory way. I meant to say that, Artie, you bought a boat? A real big guy? Oh, wait, that's not Artie. A real big guy is someone else. That's a real G35. A real big guy. You bought a boat? Hell yeah, dude. Striper's almost back. Let's go. All right, chat. We're going to roll a dice. We'll keep it simple. On 4, 5, and 6, we're going to deploy lawn ways. Short ways on... Okay, we're going lawn ways. We're going to roll 4, 5, and 6. You guys will deploy up there. Nope, you're deploying down here. Okay. We'll move back a little then. It's going to be a little tricky. That's fine. Okay. Where do you guys want to put your models? We're not going to get too complicated with it. Going one by one, all that jazz. We could do one by one. But you guys just start telling me where you want minis. We're going to do a... The whole board is like... God, not very big. So we're only going to do like a 4... Oh, God, I don't even have a tape measure. We don't need a tape measure. I do need a tape measure, though. I'll go get one. We're going to do like a 3-inch deployment, okay? Which is about to here. And for me, I have all those stupid trees that I put. But I'm the villain. I'm closer. So get wrecked. I'm going to be right about there. In this little strip. Okay? So you got 2 Fireflies, 2 Paragons, and your platoon commander. With your free point of guts. Where do you guys want everything? Maybe a Paragon on... do you want the Fireflies on the flanks? Off on the sides? And the Paragons in the center? Your platoon commander somewhere like this? We're going to still try and adhere to the 1-inch rule and all that jazz. Or you can keep everybody kind of hidden. Like that. And you can whoosh, come out. On the wall? Okay, on the wall sounds good. Put everybody on the wall. We'll keep these little panic tokens there so you guys can see where the actual objectives are. Okay, Fireflies on the flanks. Gotcha. So we'll put the Fireflies on the flanks of the walls. You guys have cover. We'll put the Paragons on the inside ready to push up into the cemetery, if that sounds good. Like so. And we'll give everybody a dice. This guy has one of these die. And then I'll just kind of match you a little bit. I'll probably put a Stormtrooper. Like so. We'll put a Totenkor ready to go up the center. I'll put a Totenkor on the edges to go up either side. And Helga Wunderpump will be here as well. like so. So I got my Totem Core, 2 Totem Core, Shock Trooper, my Platoon Commander, and Bozo, and Totem Core. Okie doke. And on a 4 through 6, the Totem Core will respawn at the start of the next turn, is how we're going to do it. Okay? Like so. Meeting engagement, yes. So it's pretty straight up, pretty simple layout for everybody. We got our dice for everybody, and we're going to throw it in the bag, and we're going to start playing. Got a skiff shipping up from Florida, going to fishing the Brewster Flats in Monomoy. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Yeah, so the deployment, we're keeping it at 3 inches, though. So there's just to remind you guys, the objectives today, there are 3 objectives where the panic tokens are. They're these right here. So you got to claim the objectives. We are going to count this. This is ruins. This is like a dense terrain setup, so you will get cover in them. What do you call it? You get your 5-up covers here, and your what's ruin dense terrain covers? 4-ups or 5-ups? 5-ups, right? Yeah, 5-ups. So 5-up covers, and what do you call it? I forget how this works, but if we're both in the terrain piece, I think you still get cover, right? Is how it works. But anyways, you need to control each objective, so you get a point for each objective at the end of the game. We're going to try and do 4 rounds. Might be quicker. And you get a point for each miniature killed. Or each unit killed, okay? What's going on, Ostricho? Hopefully I said your name right. First die is Axis. Alright. We don't have any preliminary game nonsense or anything going on. So, let's go ahead and start. I am going to run this, or I guess you can't really run, right? Through the dense terrain. So I'm going to advance this Totem Core into the terrain here. I need to go get a tape measure. So this Totem Core is going to get on the objective right here with the advance. Into the swamp. Into the swamp he goes. Onto the objective. Okay. Next die. How's it going, Isaac, as well? I didn't say hello. You know, this is... So let me tell you something. If you ever watched our games, it's always either Rev goes first, and then I get to go with everything, because the order dice... Or it's always one of us ends up moving everything first, and then the other person gets to shoot them with everything. That's how our games have been going recently. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to advance and get this Totem Core within range of the objective. Now, they can't control it, right? But I can stop you from controlling it. So, that's something Totem Core can do. So, Totem Core on the objective. Okay. Have a nice night, Tim. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. We'll try and get started a little sooner next time. For all the bruvs, all the folks watching over the pond. Alright. Oh. Okay, another German die. I see how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to move everything. You guys are gonna get to shoot it. Yes, of course. The classic. Okay. Well, these are like ruins, so technically, if somebody gets inside, you can shoot out of it. So I could get inside and shoot you guys, but then you guys can shoot me without having to move. So it's a little dangerous, to say the least. Going on ambush doesn't really do that much. And I don't have guts. Yeah, oh my god, you guys are gonna kick my ass. I know it. Alright. Well, I think I'm just gonna go over here, and I'm gonna take cover. I'm gonna advance here. I do have fast, but I'm just gonna hide behind this mushroom. Oh, that's a whole nother die. So I'm just gonna advance here. Oh wait, I do have a gun I can use. I could potentially shoot this firefly, because I have fast. So yeah, let me move a little bit more. Stay an inch away from that guy. And I'm gonna shoot at the firefly. Well, within range. With an assault rifle. Until next week. And then they will... Oh, and that's what you meant until next week. I thought you meant for Tim. Oh, Totem Corps are going to be able to control objectives? Is that part of that? I don't know anything, so I have yet to read through the book. That might be crazy, though. I guess you might need to take a certain platoon or something. I don't know. We'll see. I've never played K-47. I play Warhammer. Well, Isaac, you're going to try and... You're going to try your hand at Konflikt tonight. So, we are going to shoot with the Emu Shock Trooper at your guys' Firefly Jump Trooper over here. Assault. Not within 6 inches, so I'm hitting on force. We got 2 hits. But you guys are, what, toughness 5? One wound or damage roll, but you guys have cover here, and we'll say it's hard cover because of the ruins or whatever. So you get a 4-up save, and you're good. But you get a pin, so the pin will make it harder for you to activate. But you are next to a platoon commander. So, okay, next up. I tell you what, the emus shoot good, though. That one has a little sniper scope on it. On the model, so that's why he's shooting good, is what I'm thinking. First U.S. die. All right, chat, now it's your turn to be involved. We're going to put a poll up. Also, Jerry, cut the music. You know what we got to do. Put on the good shit. Doom, doom, doom. Command and Conquer. Let's go. All right. We're going to make a poll right now. Start poll. Add option, add option. We're going to do... So, we're going to do P1 for Paragon 1, which will be... We'll go right to left. Or left to right. So, Firefly 1, Platoon Commander, Paragon 1, Paragon 2, Firefly 2. Or F2, alright? That's how we're going to set it up. You guys are going to vote. F1, P1, PC, P2, and I can't add... I'm going to leave out the platoon commander for now because it won't let me add 5 options for the poll. I thought I could, but I guess not, so... Alright. We'll start like that. You guys vote now. We got to go pretty quick, though. We can't leave it all day. So you guys are going to vote for which units you want to activate here. You have Firefly number 1, Paragon number 1, Paragon number 2, Firefly number 2. You're going to vote in the poll, and then we can either vote for the activations, or you guys can just tell me what you want to do in chat. So make sure the stream is up to date. You're scrolled all the way forward. Everything is good. So that way you guys can vote nice and fast. And we'll leave it up for like 30, 45 seconds or something. Take a sip. Make sure the music's not too loud as well. All right. Looks like Firefly number 1 is going to be winning here. And for good reason. Because your Firefly number 1 right here is well within range of flying 12 inches. This is 9, by the way. Getting within point-blank range. Now, you can't land, though, in the swampy terrain, though, flying, though. So that is something. You can either move 6, or the most you can really move is like... you can move... I guess you could fly over it with 12. It looks like you could. You could fly over it and land outside of the terrain. But so that's an option. Otherwise, if you want to land in the terrain, I don't think you can move your full 12 because you're flying. You can't land in it like that. So we're gonna start a poll for what you guys want to do activation wise. So we're gonna do advance and shoot. We could do charge. Or we could do ambush. Those are your most reasonable. Or I guess we could just do advance. Advance and hide. Those seem like the 4 most reasonable options you guys have. There is a rally. There's no reason to rally. As long as you guys don't roll a 12 on your activation. You guys are good. So vote now. You guys can fly 12 inches. Let me go get a tape measure. Okay. You guys can fly 12 inches, which it looks like you can... You can't really get... Unfortunately, you can't really use your full 12 inches and get... You can't get it on the other side. But what you can do is, you can just fly your 6. You'll be within 6 inches, it looks like. I'm not supposed to be measuring, but I'm measuring for you guys. I know I'm not actually supposed to do this. I just realized I cheated for you guys. But the poll's done. We're going to advance and shoot. With the delay, it shouldn't make a difference. So, advancing and shooting, you're going to move 6 inches, because you can't really fly 12 anywhere and land in terrain. You could go over here, but that's not really your best bet. So it looks like your best bet is to fly, or just move your 6 into the terrain here. You're not going to be within range of the objective, but you're going to be able to shoot within point blank of any model over here. So... if that sounds good to you guys, as long as we don't have any opposition, that I think is what we're going to do. You guys, this is where you guys need to get involved in the chat and tell me, like, yeah, move to the left, get in the terrain, and shoot the totem core. What do you guys want to shoot, the totem core or the emu? Shock trooper. We're going to move you 6. If I hear any opposition, I'll change it. But oh, we got to pass an order test. Oh, hold up. Oh, no, I moved it first. Be a shame if you guys rolled a 12. Damn it! You passed the order test. You lose your pin, so now you're not -1. Be ashamed if you rolled a 12. And now you're within 6 of each mini. It's hard to see, I'll show you guys. Well, you got 2 options. Totem core or shock trooper. You tell me. You're both within 6. This is damage value 6. That is also damage value 6. This you do not have a -1 to shoot against because you have pen. And yeah, this might come back to life at the end of the turn. Shock trooper. I see shock trooper. We're moving. All right, we're shooting the shock trooper. 2 Tesla shots. Hitting on... 2s, because you're within 6 and you have assault. Okay, that one's cocked. Okay, you're good. You can re-roll 1 as well, because the U.S. Army rule. Okay, I have nowhere to roll this dice. On the mat, on the mat. Okay, you got 2 hits. Now, they are damage value 6, I believe, right? Shock troopers? I'm just going to double check real quick, because I haven't used them. I believe they are, because they're the same. Yes, so you're damaging on 5s. Rolling here. Oh! Okay. But I do get cover saves. Because I'm in the terrain. I believe that's how we were playing the last game with me and Rev, because he was in the terrain, I was in the terrain, we were shooting him. So it's gonna be on 5s though. Ooh, so I saved one, but unfortunately he's dead. You take out the shock trooper. No, my emu! Alright, well, emu down. Alright. And I know there's not supposed to be cover within point blank range, but I think if you're in the terrain piece, you get it or something. So. It's not against pen, they have body armor. Yeah, but the shock trooper thing is when they're making an attacks, they get -1 to the hit modifier without pen. This has pen, it has +1 pen on it, so they're hitting normally. Yeah. So you guys are good. Alright, we're gonna go next die. Let's see what happens. Also make sure my mic is not too loud. I watched back the stream just a little bit to check the audio. I think it was a little loud. Oh, damn it. Did you guys not see all the dice rolls there? Well, you guys killed it. Alright. I gotta remember to zoom out. I'm not used to live streaming games. Alright, another German die here. Alright. I think I gotta go in the center with this Totem Core. Or maybe I can go on ambush. And then I could, No, we're kind of treating it as it is somewhat. Well, no, I should be able to ambush you if you go in there. I'm gonna go on ambush. I'm going on ambush with this Totem Core, so when you guys move into the terrain, I'm gonna try and charge you, alright? That's the idea, because I think you can do that, right? You can charge into terrain like that. And we're treating it like ruins, so... I'm the game master. I forgot. I'm the game master. That's what we're doing. Alright. Put that sucker on ambush. I'm going to make it tricky for you guys. Alright, US die. Now we're going to vote real quick. Get ready to vote in chat on the poll. We got PC for Platoon Commander. We got P1 for Paragon. F2 for Firefly number 2 and Paragon number 2. Vote now. I'll show you guys what you're potentially activating. Platoon Commander, Paragon, or number 1, Paragon number 2, and your Firefly number 2. This would be nice if I had multiple cameras for this, you know what I mean? But I just have one really nice camera, so that's what we're using. I guess I could use the webcam, but it looks like crap. So, I guess if I had another overlay with that webcam, less zoomed in to where it was like partial, I could pick it up and move it around. You guys could see the overview, and I could show you the other one. That could be something, but... Alright. Vote now in the chat. I've given you guys some good targets. There's a zombie over here, and there's a zombie over there. You could just fly into the terrain, and maybe I'll ambush you with a Totem Core. But you can then shoot stuff out of it, or you could just move around it and shoot. It's up to you. Well, it looks like we got tie. We need one more vote. It looks like it's a tie. Ah, there we go. Between Paragon number 1 and Firefly number 2. I'm going to give you guys just one more second while I take a sip here. And let's close the votes. Paragon number 1 is up, chat, which is this right here, this Paragon unit. So where would you like to go with this Paragon unit right here? There is a Totem Core in ambush, another Totem Core. Oh, wait, no, there's a, oh, I meant to put this Totem Core in ambush. There's a Shock Trooper that hasn't gone yet. And a Platoon Commander is a Totem Core there. So zombie on ambush, Shock Trooper hasn't gone yet, Helga Wunderpump. I guess I also just realized I need to now let you guys vote for what you guys want to do. So let me do that right now. Advance and shoot. Charge. What do you guys? You guys pick Paragon number 1. You don't have any available charges, so run and or just ambush. We'll say, or we could do yeah, because you just run anyway. Okay, vote now, real quick. What would you guys like to do? I'll give you a quick zoom in. You have your Paragon unit here. And this guy has a heavy Tesla rifle, Paragon number 1. Oop, they're supposed to be swapped. That guy. So you have 18-inch range with either 1 shot or 2 shots at +1 pen if you use your Tesla arc. Or if you get within 6, you can get, what do you call it? You can get 3 shots at +1 pen with the Assault Tesla arc profile. So your real options are like either reinforce this side, kill the zombie, because you have fast, you can move, get line of sight, like right here, shoot that zombie, or you can move into this terrain, potentially get charged by the Totem Core and ambush. Go left and shoot the zombie. That sounds like a plan. Let's see. Advance and shoot is going to win, it looks like, by 1 vote. So I like that plan. If you guys are quick in chat, I'm probably going to go with your response. So, and that is kind of what I would do. So we're going to go here, and you know I have ambush on the 1 thing. So, and I'm not going to let this guy ambush all the way through. He's got to like ambush into the terrain, so. All right, and you guys have 1-inch clearance. You can shoot. You're not within 6 though. But you can shoot your Tesla profile with, do you want a Tesla arc, yes or no, is the question. It'll give you a chance to get a surging die, so. Would you like to Tesla arc? It'll give you 1 additional shot at +1 pen. You have 2 active rift dice. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and do this for you right now, chat, because the US, Paragons are so busted, we might have a limit on the amount of Paragons you can take. We're going to make a point of guts. After you shoot, use your rift die to get a point of guts and put the order. Yeah. I'm way ahead of you. We're going to do that because I think you can do that at any point in their activation. So we made a point of guts because that's like the number 1 thing you do with Paragons. And yeah, let's do it. There's no reason not to. Let's use your rift dice to Tesla arc. And I believe you get to reroll on Tesla arc if it goes from a 1-shot weapon to 2-shot, so I think you get the Tesla reroll here. You're not within 6, you don't have assault, so I'm going to allow you to get the reroll. I believe that's how it works. Because it goes from a 1-shot to a 2-shot weapon now. And you got your hits, and you're damaging with +1 pen against damage value 6 Totem Core, I believe. It's a damage value 6, right? I've only used them once or twice. I should know by now, but I've been editing Turnip as well. 6, so you're wounded on 5s, or damage value on 5s. And you got 1. I am in the cover though. Dense terrain, we're gonna say 5 up. No, so the zombie dies. The zombie does fall, but it has its active rift dice. I'm gonna use its ability. On a 4, 5, or 6, it's going to respawn next turn. Let's see it. Aha, it does. So it will come back at the end of the turn. Or at the start of the turn or whatever. Or we can do it at the end of the turn. It doesn't matter, but... Okay. That's our fun little homebrew rule for the Totem Core on solo. So it is going to come back. Okay. Very nice, though. We'll do it at the start of the next turn. I think that's fair. Start of the next turn. That way you guys can potentially, if there was like, you guys could potentially score. You know what I mean? At the last, I guess at the last turn doesn't really matter, does it? But okay, very nice, chat. You killed the Totem Core. You killed the Shock Trooper. One totem core will be coming back. And the US are up. So we're going to do another vote here. We got Platoon Commander, we got Paragon number 2, and we got Firefly number 2. Vote now. You got your Platoon Commander over here. You've got your Paragon number 2 right here. And you've got your Firefly number 2 right here. All active Rift Dice, active Rift Dice. Oh, you want to put the Paragon Guts dice back in the bag, didn't you? Yeah, we'll put it back in the bag. You can go with the Paragons as well. If you want, just type Paragon 1 in the chat, if that's what you want. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so we pull the dice out now. Okay. I forgot, you wanted to put the dice back in the bag, Jim said. If you want to go again with this Paragon, I don't know why you would. Maybe you just want to move forward. I will say, though, you can't be where the zombie is, because it's going to come back to life. I don't know how we're going to work out with that ruling aspect, but we'll just say anywhere near, except for right where it is, or within an inch or something. Or maybe the zombie has to come back or something. I don't know. We haven't figured out that part. If you guys do want to go with the Paragon number 1, which is this one, just put it in the chat. Otherwise, vote on the other ones. You can save the dice for later. For instance. Give me that Command and Conquer music. So, a little bit on the back foot already. You guys, I'm telling you, Fireflies and Paragons are just so good. They're bread and butter infantry. I love them. They're good, just good. Just good. I'd take that Paragon, put it next to the objective to capture it. Yeah, we could always say the zombie just has to spawn as close as it could, but not within an inch of an enemy unit if one moves there. So we got one vote for the Paragon, but it looks like it's a tie then. We need at least one more person to vote for either Paragon number 1 or the Platoon Commander, Paragon number 2, or Firefly number 2. We need one tiebreaker. If not, I'm going to roll a die. And we'll do a 1 through 4 thing. We'll give it a sec. All right, we got it. It looks like Paragon number 2 is it. The tiebreaker came through. Appreciate that, tiebreaker. So, well, the thing is, there was one vote for everything, including you, Jim. So we needed a tiebreaker. So that being said, it looks like we have Paragon number 2 activating. Now, we'll give you it. I will say doing the polls does make it take a while, but the other option is for you guys just to type in chat. So, anyways, we're going to advance and shoot, because you can advance and shoot the zombie on the right side, for instance. We're going to run, or we're going to go on ambush. Vote now. Those seem like your 3 best viable options. This Paragon, who is right here at the bottom of the board, can either move into the central area. I feel like John Madden right now. Or you can go this way around. Oh, and shoot the zombie on this point with your... Now, you only have an SMG here, so it will not have any pen bonus. So that is something to think about. But vote now in the chat. You got your poll that is up. Advance and shoot is always a good option. Advance and shoot is always a good option. Don't underestimate the ambush, though. So it does. One thing is with conflict with skirmish, it will be that like if somebody's rolling good, like you're just gonna die. But I guess the same could be said for anything else, right? One Page Rules does have like the system where you get like wound markers or something, if you will, and then you roll for the damage roll. So there's like you can slowly, even bozos can last a little bit, skirmish wise. But I guess we'll see, because we could always, we'll have to find a good balance or see. But I mean, conflict is kind of swingy in general. So I'm curious. I'm sure the skirmish might be like that as well. But we might need to make our own homebrew restrictions where you can only, like, use guts once per turn or something like that, you know, for the future. I don't know. Well, I think it's the sort of thing we're going to have to play it a bunch to try it. But already it seems to be kind of working, which is kind of cool. Like, it's just like we're just playing a smaller version of Konflikt right now. All right, we got advance and shoot. So it looks like your best options, chat, are to advance this way with the Paragon onto the terrain using your fast. Only 8 inches. You can't move, obviously, run or anything because you're going into the terrain, the bog. But you're going to move this way, get onto the terrain, and you're going to shoot that zombie right there. So let's go ahead and do that. Get you right about there. We'll try and get you as close, see if you're within 6. Oh, it's such a cool shot. I wish I could get the cool shot of you guys looking through the grass at this guy. Looks so cool. Through the dead trees. Looks like you are within 6, though. So you're going to be hitting on 2s. Because you have Assault on your SMG. So you got 2 shots on 2s, re-rolling one of them. Both hit. And you're looking for 6s. Now, these dice have been rolling hot. These dice have been rolling 4-up averages. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, they rolled like crap on Amazon. Their Amazon dice. They rolled like crap for like 3 years of Warhammer, and now they're starting to roll a little hot for Konflikt. Like I said, they're starting to roll a little hot. That's a 6. Get out of here, you zombie scum.
Battle station!
I forgot to have sounds. I should be doing sounds the whole time. Rigged. It is rigged against me. You guys kill another... Oh, wait. I get a cover save. Give it to me. Hey-oh! 5 up. That is a pin. Oh, I dropped the pin the second the beat hit in that song. That was cool. That is a pin. That zombie had a pin, but it died. So that pin doesn't matter anymore. The pins go away when it dies is what I'm going to say. Okay, cool. We're going to use a Rift Mastery. Make a point of guts. And I'm assuming put your dice back in the bag. Yes? Because we haven't made the rule where you have a limit. I'm going to allow you guys to do it as much as you want because it's 8:40. So, guts it up, chat. Oh, they're fearless. Thank you. Yeah. Fearless. So good. Zombies. So good. No, that seems fine. They're kind of crap. I mean, they might actually be one of the best skirmish units for all I know. Right now, they're just dying. Or the one died. All right. Firefly. Oh, wait. We have 2 Paragons, because you're guts. And we have a Firefly and a Platoon Commander. Get ready to vote in the chat. P1. P2. F2. And PC. It's funny, I had to go with everything at the start. Now you guys are going. So you have your Paragon over here on the right, which could go again and charge the zombie or shoot it. You guys should probably shoot it, because if you charge, I have the chance to actually kill, right? But you guys are probably going to win the fight anyway. But I could. There's the Firefly number 2 here, which could fly this way, or I should say advance this way and shoot its Thompson. You have a Platoon Commander here, which could reinforce. You could say screw the center objective and just go for the sides. Or you can go again with this Paragon here and take that central point or continue moving forward. I have an Emu over here, Shock Trooper. I have my Platoon Commander and Bodyguard, and I do have a Totem Core on ambush ready. If you do move forward, I will be able to see you and charge. But can I move the full 12 inches or more than I can't move more than 8 inches with a Totem Core charge into dense terrain, right? Or 8 inches. Can I only move 4 inches into a charge into the swamp? Yeah, only 4. Okay. So you'll probably be okay then at just advancing forward. I'm not going to measure it for you because you can't measure in conflict, but I like to do my little dingler from a little bit away. Use my eye and my fingers like this. You're fine. See if it's plum, like if it's plum. You got to see if it's plum. Hey, we're all using the same dice. And if you want to test them, watch this. Now, I'll never forget. I had a pair of Yu-Gi-Oh dice. And I was rolling them. And Rev was like, what the hell? Eric or Rev was DMing as the DM for D&D. And I was the player with me and our friends. And I was rolling on the Yu-Gi-Oh die for the D6 roll. Because it was a cool die. It had Dark Magician too. But it kept like rolling 6s. And Rev's like, what the hell? And I'm like, yeah, watch this. I'm going to roll. And I literally rolled like freaking 15 6s in a roll. While I kept, at some point, about 5 dice rolls in, I just put my eyes on him. And I didn't take my eyes off him. I made eye contact with Rev. And I just kept rolling 6s. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, those dice are rigged. That's bullshit. But I'm telling you, after that, it was just, I channeled the dice gods. I have the ability. Back in high school, we were all getting blitzed, right? Rev and I, we were all playing in the front yard. We were probably like 15, 16. And there was a yardstick. Okay? Which is like, I forget how big a yard is, but it's pretty big. Okay? What is it, like 9 feet or something like that? It's like a yard is like whatever, but it was a giant ass stick, right? And it was wood, and we were throwing it at each other like a javelin, and it broke, and the end of it was like super sharp, and it was still like 6 foot long or something, 5 foot. And I remember we were throwing it at each other like idiots, like you do. And a yard's only 3 feet. Okay, well maybe it was just a yardstick that broke on the end, but I remember it was like it might have been bigger than a yard. It was like really big. I feel like that was an oil measure stick. It was a really big stick. It looked like a yardstick, but it was like bigger. And it broke on the end, was super sharp. So we were throwing it at each other like a javelin because we were high as hell. That's what you do. And Rev, I'll never forget, like I throw it, like we're throwing it and Rev picks it up. He throws it at me and the sharp end's coming at my like face, right? Hold on. And what I did is I channeled Neo from the Matrix. Okay? This thing's coming at me like this. All right? We probably smoked I don't know how many blunts by now. And I'm watching it come at me, and it comes like this. It's like, whoosh, and I grab it, and I'll never forget. You can ask Rev. It's the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. Okay? But I grab this thing, and I do some like Jackie Chan sort of like go behind the back. I'm like, and I picked it up and I threw it at him, and I watched it midair. He jumps in the air, and I hit him like right in the torso with it. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, dude. But I'll never forget that thing came, and I like channeled Keanu Reeves, Jackie Chan, and Mel Gibson all in one. And I caught it, and I did the coolest like spun it around my head like in like some sort of martial arts move, and then absolutely nailed him with it. It was the most dangerous thing. Like I could have easily lost an eye. It could have stabbed him, you know. But that was like probably one of the greatest things I've ever done in my life. You know, peak athleticism right there. But I'll never forget that. That was so much fun. It was cooler than how I'm describing it. Even Rev would be like, whatever. If I tell him some stuff, he'd be like, nah, whatever. Who cares? That car sucked. He probably saw it in slow motion, what I did. I was like, the light probably hit me in like a certain light, and I'm like, spinning this stick around. It was just one of those things when you're so high that I think I transcended to another level, like another plane. You know, and I channeled like some Turkic horseback rider from the 12th century that's in my ancestry at that point, you know? I spilled some White Claw on my pants too because I got so excited. All right. Anyways, I wanted to mention that because I don't know how it came up, but I just pictured it. Don't ask me how that came up. Platoon Commander's activated. I forgot. Oh, wait, we're playing a game. I entered the Zen zone, yeah. I probably was levitating at the time. What do you guys want to do with this? With this filthy platoon commander you guys got? Run. You got a pistol, so you can't really shoot anything. You could run. You could ambush. Go down. Because if you ain't going down with your platoon commanders every turn, then you ain't playing Konflikt right. Ask Rev. Unless he's got an RPG. So you got this platoon commander right here. Alright? You guys are going to be activating. Tell me what you guys want to do. You're doing good, Jenny. Yeah, chat is winning. You guys have killed one of my emus. You've killed a zombie, but that zombie's coming back to life next turn. And you've shot some stuff. But the Paragons are doing their Paragon dice in the bag shenanigans, as usual. You could always put the dice back. You could use the platoon commander and put the other Firefly's dice back in the bag. I don't know. You guys do whatever you want. Do it all. All right. Ambush. Ooh, we got 100% on ambush. I'm only one vote, too. And guess what? I'm in the poll because we're moving quick. Ambush it is. I like it. Put that sucker on ambush. Okay. Very good. Next die, chat. At some point, I'm going to be going. Okay, now you guys get to go. Fireflies it is, or Paragons. So if you guys just win on turn one, this would make it a lot easier. So if you guys could, like, just use your guts, go kill out all my stuff, and that way I can go make a cheese sandwich. That would make things a lot easier, okay? Like, what are you guys doing? Why haven't you won already yet? What are we talking about? Okay, vote now in the chat. If you're watching on Twitch, type it in the chat. You got Paragon number 1, Paragon number 2, and you have your Firefly number 2 that you guys get to activate with. Ooh, a Firefly charge. You do see that zombie. Now, the problem is you can't charge your 12 inches, right? So you can move 6 and shoot. You can't move your full 12-inch. You can only move up to 6 inches into rough terrain or whatever. So you have to wait for the Firefly charge. Ruins and then like wooded swamps. I know. Boring. Now if you use guts, that's a different story. This is cool. Like this is like cemetery music. Dun, 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 dun. There's like organs. Moving to the middle. Ah, okay. Well, let's see. What did you guys pick? You guys picked Firefly number 2. So Firefly number 2, and then we'll just vote real quick. Advance and shoot. You can run. You can go on ambush. Or you could just run/advance will do. How about that for one thing? Okay. Vote now. You got 3 options, chat. This is your Firefly right here. Firefly numero 2. You could move 6 inches. Get here. Shoot that zombie. You could move 6 inches into the terrain here. Or you can move 12 inches that way to support that side with your flight. Or 18, I guess, theoretically. Or you could run on the ground. But you can't, again, you can't run into the terrains and stuff, unfortunately. Because you're like, ooh, ah. And there's like mud, and you're trying not to break your ankles. Or the Fireflies are like, no, my brand new boots. So they're like tiptoeing through the through the mud. I don't know, that's, you can ask Warlord, all right? Not my new shoes, damn it. Yo, Wolf, what's going on, dude? How's it going? I've been playing more guitar. Started playing guitar again, by the way. We might end up doing some music streams one of these days as a little treat. It's been a while. I'll work on some backing tracks. I hope you're doing well, dude. All right. Advance and shoot it is, baby. All right, you know how it is. So what we're going to do is, this Firefly here, we are going to advance 6 inches because this is your really only eligible shot, which will get you somewhere around here. And I'll say, because you're in there, you could shoot through that tree branch. And, oh yeah, you used your guts already, so we'll take that away. You're going to shoot your Tesla Thompson profile. Now, I'm just going to shoot the +2 shots, or the 2 shots at +1 pen, because you also get to re-roll that, because it's multiple shots. If anybody, speak now, forever use your piece. If you guys want me to use the 1 shot at +2 pen. Up to you. You have to be careful not to jetpack out of mud, or else you could break your legs. Yeah, you just rip, or you lose your shoes. Like your boots just get sucked off. Yep, break your ankle. And if you jetpack into the mud, when you land so hard, you just sink. You like sink into the mud. You're like, there's like fireflies. Like they didn't realize they had a fiasco on a training mission, you know? When using flight, models move up to 12 or 18 inches on advance and ignore all terrain while moving obstacles. Unless they're considered counterflight. I lied, yeah, but you can't, with flight, you can't land, and it says fireflies, they can't, like, land in terrain with flight, is one of the rules. Unless I'm wrong, but I believe you can't. You can ignore it while you're flying over it, but not when you're flying into it. Because you're like, imagine, like, trying to drive that speeder bike in Star Wars through the woods. It's not easy. You know what I mean? All right, we're rolling 2 shots. Choo-choo-choo! Hitting on 2s, because you're within 6. And on 5s. Ooh, no pins either. Okay. Keep going. Machine gun. Battle stations. Okay, I do have dice in there. I do have 2 more dice. You got Paragons, chat. P1, P2. Vote now. The polls get a little clunky. This is why I think we gotta like restrict the amount of models. You know what I mean? Because I can only have 4. I could do straw polls, but again, like the polls take up time. So I'm trying to find an easy way. There's ways that you can like program chat bots to vote automatically. Like, I don't know how to do any of that crap. So the polls seem easy enough. But do you guys? Does this work for you guys? Do you enjoy, like, clicking the poll thing in the chat and doing that? Does that work? There's probably got to be a better way I could do it. But for now, we're just learning. This is the early days of the stream, so, you know. I still don't even have alerts set up, so. Which is something I need to do one of these days. Finally set it up on my other YouTube channel, but. It's fun? Okay, good. I'm glad. As long as it's not clunky. It's probably a little clunky, but I'm sure there's probably a better way of doing it. All right, let's see. What are you guys voting with? You got both your Paragons pushed up. Paragon number 1 is winning so let's see. What can you do? You can move your full 8 inches because you're fast. You can't run, right, in the terrain, but you can advance. So it looks like you can move your full 8 inches, potentially get out of the terrain or get right here. Shoot that dude, but he's on ambush. So probably your best bet's maybe move here and force that zombie off the objective when it respawns next turn. So I'm going to let you guys vote real quick. Advance. You can go in ambush. Or you could advance and shoot. Okay, vote now. Those seems like your best options. Because you can't move your full 16 inches through the terrain. You can move 8. Which looks like it can get you about here. And you can shoot that, but you're going to get ambushed. You can advance here, take the point. Or you can go and ambush yourself. And keep your ambush when somebody tries to go. You blast them. By the way, if you haven't watched the power struggle video where it's Axis versus Axis, that one didn't get as many views, but it still did decent. Almost 1,000 views in a week or whatever. Having the knocked ball in, the knocked Albin, Rev going on ambush every turn after activating with them, having 3 units that you could shoot with and move and charge, and then use the Rift Eye and go on ambush. Like, dude, ambush is freaking really good. You cannot underestimate how good ambush is, like, as a mechanic, because I don't think I was appreciating it enough. But that game was a really good example because it forced us to use the mechanic because Rev had that unit. Yeah, that was a fun game. It was definitely fun. You got to essentially double activate without guts with those, like, every turn. It was sick. I was like, damn, okay. So I was like, I got to be utilizing ambush more. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let's see what happens. We need one more vote, or we're going to use a die to determine. I will give you guys like 15 seconds. Advance and shoot, and ambush are tied. So we're either going to let the dice decide, or you guys can. It's very powerful, especially on the Japanese. Yeah, especially on the Japanese. Oh, advance and shoot wins. All right. So you guys want to advance and shoot. Now, again, you're going to try and advance and shoot the zombie here. It is going to get its ambush off, but maybe we can try and move you guys. Because if we actually move you guys like this, you can move right here, get within range of the objective, stay within the terrain. Oh, wait, but you guys have 2 inactive Rift Die. So, wait, you have lumbering? I might have fucked you guys up. I might just let you guys do it. Because I didn't explain it. I didn't realize they had lumbering. We're going to take a look. Hold on. I'm like never fully exhausted with these guys and moving. I might just let you guys move anyway. Oh, they just lose fast. Okay, so they're not lumbering. They just lose fast. So you guys can move 6. So we'll just move you back 2 inches. And I'll be gracious. I'll say you guys can shoot the zombie, even though we'll say you can see him through the grates or something. He's going to have his cover, though, okay? But, yes. I forgot. You guys lose, because the 8 inches would have gotten you in a good spot to where you could see him. You know what I mean? That being said, the zombies, you want to stay outside of 4 inches. You're outside of 4 inches, the zombie can't shoot you. I'll let you guys shoot him, though. Don't worry. Now, he's got a Tesla gun, though. You are within 6 inches, so you can get your 3-shot profile. And you guys get all the bonuses with none of the negatives, huh? I see how it is. Tesla gun. Oh, God. And it's assault, too, so you do hit on 2s. Right? Yeah. No pins. And it's +1 pen. You get 2 damage rolls. I'm getting 2 saves here. You know what, though? I am going to do this. I'm going to sprint my ambush. Because I think I can. And I'm going to run. And I'm going to fail the charge. But I'm going to get the distance. Because it doesn't make a difference whether I'm still within 6 of you. So at least when I die, I'll be closer if I die here. I do have cover, though. From the wall. So I was saying it's hard cover. So 4s. I do save. Oh, that's cocked for sure. Come on, baby. Woo! Let's go. But I did sprint this. So that's done. Okay. I am going to sprint my charge, though, because I think I can do that. I can, like, sprint the charge and, like, run. But I fail the charge. Get closer. You shoot me. We'll say, like, you know, I stayed behind the wall a little bit. You shoot me. I made my cover save. Bada boom, bada boom. Okay. Oh, wait, do I not get a cover save because I'm not within terrain, though? But I do have the line of sight blocking within, but I forget how this works. It's always confusing how it works within close combat. Because I think the way we played it in the last game, if you're within 6 inches, normally you don't get, or no, you don't get a save at all normally, unless you have cover. Is that how it works? I don't know, let's freaking It's the little nuances that get me in this game. I'm too busy filming half the time. All right, anyways. I'm game mastering. That's what we're doing. He's behind a brick wall. All right, Germans are up. You know what? I'm going to move and shoot your guys' butts with my emu of doom. This guy's got a active rift dice. I know. Dice are flying all over the place over here. I don't know if I want to move. You know what? I do want to get within 6. Screw it. Let's get feisty. Should be within 8 for fast. All right. We got the emu shock trooper is going to be firing at your firefly because it should be easier to kill with its assault rifle. I don't know. I use flamethrowers. Okay, that sounds... Well, flamethrowers are... Yeah, that makes sense. They're good. Hitting on 2s, because assault rifles. Ah, I needed 5s, though. All right, so you get a pin. And I believe there's only 2 more dice left, which is a Paragon and one of the platoon commanders on the German side. So let's see what happens. What do we got? Yeah, 2 more dice. Who's getting it? Americans. So you got 1 more activation left, which is your Paragon, which now you can either... I'm going to give you 2 options, chat. You can either fire, because you can't measure. It looks like you're within 6, though. You are within 6, because I just measured with the other one. You would know that. So you can either charge or you can fire. Or you can advance and shoot, get more distance. And I'm assuming you want to shoot the emu or the zombie, but you got that Paragon. We're going to vote now in chat. This is Paragon number 2 here that has its dice that went back in the bag. And you should probably get rid of the emu, because if you get rid of the emu, then I can't score. The Totem Core you don't need to worry about as much. Are they in cover? I guess because they're within this whole thing, they're within cover. But I didn't put him specifically behind something, so I'll say no, he's not within. I always forget how this works. I think because they're in the terrain, yeah, he does get cover, but it's only a 4-up is what it is. That's how we're doing it. Everybody in the terrain gets cover. I could be doing this completely wrong. I don't know. We're going to have to double check. But just imagine, like, what you need to imagine is that there's like bushes everywhere, and there's like, crap. It's not, modeled exactly perfectly. Fire then. Okay. Oh, it looks like we got some bloodthirsty chargers in the chat. Now, that's what I like. Leave it up to the dice roll. And I'm assuming you guys want to go for the emu, right? Or do you want to go for the Totem Core? You guys have to put that in the chat. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume the emu. Alright, we're going for charge, because that's way more fun, and I get to fight too. So let's do that. Because that's what you guys voted for. So, we're going to run. You were within 6 inches. Charge the emu. Charge! This guy maybe will say, even though he's fighting for the U.S., he might be Australian, and he's got a thing to pick. Fire, because then we don't have to worry about fight first. No, I'm not going to say that it's like a defensible position like that. Is that how that works? I'm going to let you guys fight at the same time as the game master, is what I'll say. Yeah, because you're in the terrain, so we'll say that negates the defensible position. You just got cover for shooting or something. I don't know, unless I'm doing that wrong, but that's just how we're going to play it right now. You guys get to fight at the same time, because that's fun. Don't forget, I'm the game master for you guys. We do the rule cool around here, all right? Charge! You have +1 pen because you have a close combat weapon. So you are damaging against damage value 6 on 5s. You get 1 wound, and I do not, because you are damage value 6, so you win the combat, slaying the emu. Do I have a cool noise? There you go. It's an insect noise, but I'll take that. That kind of... The emus go like... Now you do a really deep noise. It's actually really crazy. I put it in the one video, Alpine Assault. You can listen to what real emus sound like, and they sound like demons. Okay? But, yay! Down with the emus! Alright. And last but not least, we have Helga Wunderpump. And Helga Wunderpump is starting to maybe, like, should she just run away? No. Let's, you got your platoon commander on ambush. God, but I'm not going to be able to, like, kill anything. I give an active. That's not going to do nothing. I'm going to get a totem core back. I'm just kind of fucked. So, Helga... Well, screw it. We're going to advance forward. We're going to shoot the platoon commander with our pistols. Advance! Like this. The emu's dead, by the way. That ain't coming back. And Helga Wunderpump and her bodyguard are both going to shoot their pistols at your stupid Paragon. Die, you stupid Americans! No assault. 1 hit on a 6. Come on, baby. Come on. Helga Wunderpump. Woo! Get wrecked. I will give you your soft cover save on a 4-up, like we talked about. No! Yes! Helga Wunderpump takes out a Paragon. First U.S. force down. 1-0. Let's go. Alright. It's not really 1-0, but we're going to replace this guy's die with an actual die, too. Emus are shockingly close to dinosaurs. Yes. Well, dinosaurs are very close to birds or vice versa. 100%. Let's go, though. Taking out a Paragon, very big. I'm happy I moved and shot the pistol. Always shoot your pistols, chat. Always shoot your pistols. Always shoot your pistols. That being said, end of the turn, you guys control no objectives, but it doesn't matter because you have 3 more turns. You have successfully killed both shock troopers while only losing 1 Paragon. You have killed one of the zombies, but the zombie will be coming back next turn at the start of the turn. So we'll put the dice back in the bag. We're going to go ahead and roll all of your rift die that are expended. I don't have any. Oh, I do have a zombie one that we're going to roll. The other one died, so... Oh, we got a surging one on that zombie. Let's go. This is going to go back in the bag. Okay. And the zombie's going to pop up. We'll just do that now so I don't forget. That one ambushed. He's going back in. He activated. This one's going back in. And yippity-doo. Let's go. You are surrounded. This guy has a totem core on either side, so you got to think about that. Whoever gets the first dice here is going to make a difference. I think me... Oh, also, let's... What time is it? 9? Okay. I'm going to go grab another drink real quick. We're going to take a quick break. Something tells me this might be like the end of the turn, or the end of the game here. But we'll see. Usually the games last like 2 or 3 turns on this side board. Whoever gets the first activation is going to be important, because there's totem cores here that can charge. They're within charge range. I actually have 3 totem core that can all charge this turn. So if you guys end up getting the dice and just shooting them and killing them, it's going to be pretty good. Also, I think 4 up seems pretty good on rolling a totem core die and see if they come back. It is fun for the game master point of view, but that might be a little strong. It might need to be a 6 up or like a 5 up or something. We'll see. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break. I'm just going to grab a drink real quick, and you guys decide to go first. Okay, yeah. So, we're playing what's called I Win. And it's where we sit down, I hand out the cards, and then every turn we look at the cards and I go, I win. No. Yeah, union monetized coffee break. Yeah, the hookah lounge break. Yeah. No, that was my favorite thing when Rob Schneider is getting pissed off at the kid in Little in Big Daddy. He's like, "What the hell is this game? This is bullshit." He's like, "What's this game called?" He's like, "It's called I Win." He was trying to explain how the game works. He's like, "Yeah, I win every turn. What do you mean? I win every game. This is how the game works. It's called I Win." Oh god. All right, we're gonna be back in just a second, chat. Don't go nowhere for the start of turn 2. Let's get a cool angle. Hold on. All right, chat. I'll be back in a second. Don't go nowhere. All right, we are back. Let's get it. Start of turn 2. Thank you for being patient, chat, as usual. Okay, I got to remember to start this much earlier. We got late night conflict. Let's go. None of this British shenanigans. We're letting the dice decide, and the Germans are up first. I wish I had a gasp noise. I'll do it myself. There you go. Try to give a little reverb. It was a little slow on the slider. I'm going to charge. What's the most dangerous thing? You have a Paragon with a... I think the Fireflies are the most dangerous thing. And really... Oh, I didn't ask you guys if you wanted to stay on ambush with this platoon commander. You guys tell me right now. Did you want to stay on ambush with this platoon commander? If you say yes, I'll just put the dice back in the bag. I'll put it next to it. But it doesn't really change anything. I'm gonna charge your Firefly here. If you guys tell me, I'll put the other guy back in ambush. It's not gonna affect anything right now, but You're within 6, so you can't shoot. And it's 4-inch. I'm within range. So, man, charging in dense terrain with a Totem Core is rough. Because you only get, what, 4 inches, right? So you gotta be, You gotta think about that. That could be tricky. And we're gonna fight together at the same time. And I only have 1 attack, but you get 2 attacks at +1 pen. So this is not really ideal, but I'm not gonna stand there and let you shoot me because I get the black die, and the black die might roll a 6. Let's go. Rev bought me the other die, and they're official Warlord American dice, but they're rigged for me to lose games. So I'm hoping that they don't roll good for you guys. You guys are wounded on 5s, and I'm wounded on 5s. Oh, we both got 5s. They kill each other. They kill each other. Die, you zombie scum. Ah! Don't the Totem Core have Tough Fighter? Do they? Well, it didn't need it. It didn't need it. I'm going to take a look, though. You might be right. I've only used them a couple times. Let me take a look. They do have Tough Fighters. Thank you. So they get 2 attacks. It doesn't matter. They kill each other, and the Firefly goes out in a blaze of glory as the Totem Core rips his jugular out. Now, what happens when a Totem Core is surging? Oh, gains +1 pen, too, so he definitely killed him. All right, but either way, they both die. All right, another 2 models down. Let's go. Now we're moving and grooving. Nobody's in control of that objective, though. I am going to take out one of your dice, though, because one of your guys died. Pure cinema. Ah! He blows up a grenade. That's what happened. He, like, shot the Totem Core, but the Totem Core didn't die. The Totem Core bites him, and then he blows up a grenade to take the Totem Core out. All right, Americans are up. Let's go, chat. You have Paragon number 1. Platoon Commander, Paragon number... No. I've killed 2. You only have 3 units left. Uh-oh. And I have... Well, I don't have that many either. But you have a Platoon Commander, a Firefly, and a Paragon. Vote in just a second once I make the poll. All right, vote now. We have a Platoon Commander here. And we have our Paragon here and Firefly here. Now, what do I have left? I have a Totem Core, which hasn't gone, a Totem Core, which hasn't gone, and a Platoon Commander Bodyguard. So it's 3-3. We have a Paragon and a Firefly versus 2 Totem Core and then Platoon Commanders. So it's pretty even. Pretty even fight so far. It's been pretty balanced, I say. I do think rolling a 4-up for a Totem Core to come back is maybe a little broken. We'll see. We might need to make that a 5-up or a 6-up. I feel like if you make a 6-up, it's just never going to happen, right? Because as somebody who played Blood Angels for the entirety of 10th edition and playing Death Company, I think I've only rolled like 4 6-ups out of like hundreds of save or Feel No Pains on 6-up Feel No Pains on Death Company. Rev's killed a lot of Death Company with 1 activation over the years. With a single Rogel Dorn commander or something. Alright. Enough Warhammer talk, though. We don't talk about that game here. Paragon is winning, and Paragon has won. Alright, chat. What do you have? You can just fire. You can charge. So you can fire and just shoot. You could advance and shoot and not really suffer any penalty because you can get on the point and stay within 6 inches. In fact, that's probably the meta. You want to know what the actual meta play is for this Paragon unit here? You're going to move, get on the point, get outside of 4 inches so this guy can't charge into the dense terrain, and then you shoot him. Easy money. Also, I don't think you guys actually have a surging die. No, no, no. You just have an active one. Right? No, you guys didn't get a surging die. You do have a rift die in the bag, though, so I'm going to roll it for you. Now you have a surging die. I'm sorry, I talked too soon. Okay, never mind, you're fearless. It is using a rift gen. It is using an active rift die, so maybe a 4-up is okay. But yeah. Mama didn't... Oh, wait, hold on, I didn't make a poll. Hold on, I gotta make a poll. Advance on point and shoot, fire, or charge. Mama didn't raise, no coward. Okay, vote now. It is using a rift die. We've kind of come up with our own house rule that single token core model, because we're doing it skirmish-wise, if you have an active rift die, when it dies on a 4-up, it comes back at the start of the next turn, which is what happened. Don't bother. Charge! Okay, charge it is. We're ending the poll. We don't think about reasonable things around here. We are going to charge. We're fearless. And I think they... Yeah, because what is a... No, you're just fearless with your surging. And you can generate a point of guts. So we're going to generate a point of guts because you always generate a point of guts. And that could potentially, you could use that to change the dice roll on one of the totem core. Or what you could do is you could use that to potentially save your Paragon if he dies. So that's fun. So we're going to generate that. You still have your surging die for fearless. And we're going to fight at the same time. Now you have an assault profile on your Tesla heavy rifle with +1 pen. So that gives you the tough fighters with the +1 pen. You're using that profile of the weapon. So you get 2 attacks at +1 pen. I get 2 attacks with no pen because this guy's not surging. And you're green die and I'm black. It's like Metal Gear Solid music. I love it. This Command & Conquer music's so good. And you kill him with the 5. The Totem Core goes down. Now he does have an active Rift Dice though. So the Totem Core dies. I'm going to use its Rift Dice. On a 4-up, it'll come back at the start of the next turn. Huh! Ha! 4-up every time, baby. You do get a consolidation move. God damn it, I gotta stop. I'm like smacking everything. A bunch of rocks just went flying. And you get 6 inches. Well, wee woo, wow. Let's get you on the point, shall we? Now you control the objective. Would you like to put your dice back in the bag? Let me know in the chat. It's up to you. That zombie is coming back at the start of next turn, though. Oh, he's got the Bowie knife. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. He's got the Bowie knife. I'm an idiot. He's got the +1 pen close combat weapon. I'm an idiot. Yeah. My bad. That's why you guys had it. Gotta go. Have a good game. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Jenny Bratz. Appreciate it. Thanks for taking part, as usual. There's no real reason to put your dice back in the bag because there's no threat on this side of the board unless you want to go in ambush. So I'm going to put your dice back in the bag. There's no... Why not? All right. Next time. Man, if you guys kill the other Totem Core, it's going to be a GG. Something tells me. Oh, we'll see. A lot of American dice. Americans are up. We got Paragon, Platoon Commander, and Firefly. Get ready to vote. Because you can go on ambush with the Paragons. I think it's worth it to put the dice back in the bag if you ask me. Because if you go on ambush with that sucker, then you're just kind of locking it down, you know the point? So you have your Paragon here, your Platoon Commander, and your Firefly here. This Firefly is probably the one you want to use. You want to move forward and shoot that zombie over there. And get rid of that Totem Core for this turn. You guys just keep shooting the totem core over and over every turn so you can just win. All right. Oh, we're going to go fast now. We got a vote, and 1 vote's all I need, baby. Fireflies, let's go. There's no reason not to... Oh, we got to vote on what you're going to do. It's really going to be advance and shoot to get on the point. Fire or charge. Vote now. USA! USA! Hell yeah. So you got a couple different options. You can advance and shoot and get closer to the point to contest it, because it's really nobody's controlling it right now there. Zombies can't. But you can get yourself on there. Shoot point blank range. You could just fire in point blank range right now, or you can charge. Those are the options. We'll leave it open for a sec. God, such a good soundtrack. All right, we're moving quick. Advance and shoot it is. Let's go. Get right on the point. Oh, you got to pass an order test. Ooh, wow. Wee woo. Had a... And you're good. Never punished. Like Rev. Just move your models without worrying about it. It actually came back to bite us in the last game. Multiple times, but this time you're fine. Never punished. You just have to say never punish. If you don't say never punish, then you're going to be punished. All right. I'm going to roll the American dice for you guys, too. No, I've been rolling the black die the whole time. They're rolling hot. All right, you're going to be shooting on 2s, wounding on 5s. Rerolling 1. Hit with both. And that's a successful damage roll. We are saying that there's 4-up cover saves, just in general. But no, the Totem Core is taken out. And we're going to expend a Rift Die on it. 4-up comes back next turn, and it does. Okay, very good, though. You guys are in control of that objective, because I don't think... Wunderpump is within 3, but you're contesting it, which is good. Okay. I'm going to get loose, is what I'm going to do. Pinned hits on 3s? Yeah, but you got rid of the pin. You had 1 pin, you got rid of it. So you're good. You hit on 2s. You only had 1 pin. And you passed your order test, so you're good. Did I just drop this? I did. Okay, Germans are up. Wait, I only have 2 die. You guys killed 1. Let me take... Yeah, okay, that one's out. So we'll pull dice. You guys killed 1, so we'll get rid of the German die. But Germans are up. You can't change fate. Oh, wait, no. You got rid of the other zombie. So, yeah, no. Okay, so we'll take that one out. Yeah, that's the objective pin markers, just for you guys to see. I'm being lazy. I could have put something else, but it's hard to see the objectives without it. So I just put that on there for the objectives. Germans are up. Officially, you cannot change fate. Ever. And Helga Wunderpump and her bodyguard are going to stay still, and they're going to shoot within point-blank range at the platoon commander. I think at the Firefly. If they charge the Firefly, they will die. Let's be honest. So I'm going to see if I can get lucky, and she did pretty good with the pistol last time. Let's see if they can shoot their pistols. They didn't move, and they're within 6 inches. They're hitting on 2s. It's 2 hits. 6s. Come on, baby. Keep rolling hot. Fire! Oh, that's 1. So you guys get a cover save on a 4-up. No, on a 5-up. Yeah, it's a 5-up, right? Or I've been saying 4-ups, but I meant 5-up. So I'll give you guys a 4-up because everybody's been getting a 4-up. No, that's a 2. The Firefly's taken out. Helga Wunderpump whoosh, whoosh, takes out the Firefly. Well, wee woo, wow. Uh-oh. Let's go. Helga Wunderpump! I had a witch sound effect. Let's go, Helga Wunderpump, dude. That's a little peacock side piece right there. Really, his bottom B. We got the Americans are up. You have your platoon commander and paragons. Vote now, or paragon. Who would you like to activate with? You have your single platoon commander or paragon here with a surging die that you... Hey, you killed the zombie this turn and then put the dice back in the bag. That's right. You can go on ambush, right? Or you can go with the platoon commander, secure the central objective. That's what you could do. There's 2 more turns. So the zombies coming back are kind of strong, I'm not going to lie. But that being said, I think if you guys hold the center objective here and hold that one, you guys win guaranteed because you've killed more stuff. Because I think Helga can sit here and hold it, but we'll see. Because what? You've killed 3 units so far, and I've killed 3 units, so we're tied on points there, I think. Because the zombies keep coming back. Or, no. You should actually get the points for the zombie kills. It's afterwards you don't get any more points for killing them. So I'll give you the points for the zombies. Because that's generally how they handle that sort of stuff. Take the center. The zombies can't flip it. Yeah, it's just Helga Wunderpump. So the Paragon's up. So, if the Paragon won, you want to take the center with the Paragon? You can only move so much, so... We're going to move quick here. What do you guys want to do with the Paragon? Put it in the chat. I'm going to make you guys type this one. The Paragon can move 8 inches, go into the center. Oh my god. It can go into the center and take the central objective if that's what you want. But you can obviously do that with the main platoon, your platoon commander. The other option is go on ambush here. Put it in the chat. Move. Okay. We're going capturing center objective with the Paragon. You got it. He can't run. He can just advance through the terrain pieces. Okay. Revs in. Look, Revs in control. He's got it. And the American platoon commander's up. So what do you guys want to do with him? We don't got to vote. You can advance 6 inches. Getting onto the center and moving towards the left or right. So, let's do a poll real quick. Where do you guys want to put the platoon commander? Left, right, or center? Because you could start moving this way. You can run and, like, get into the terrain, like, right there or something, right? Or you could advance. Or you could run this way, or you could advance into the terrain. Moving right. Whoa, wow, wee woo. Okay. Moving right it is. We're moving quick. I'm going to run you the full 12. It's going to put you somewhere around here. And you do have a point of guts. If you'd like to use it to put the dice back in now, you can let me know. Or if you'd like to save it, put it in the chat. Otherwise, it's going to be the end of turn 2. Things really are moving quick now. There are 2 Totem Core that are coming back. But there is only 2 American models left versus 3 German units. Save it. Roger. You're going to roll this Rift Die. It's active. Gonna roll the 2 zombie Rift Dies. 1 is active. We'll give it to one of the zombies. I don't know how we handle these, but whatever. We're just figuring it out as we go. And this zombie comes back. This metal miniature keeps falling over. And this zombie comes back. And this Rift Die goes in the bag. Okay, put the dice back. There you go. And I do need to get the dice back for the zombies. Okay, started turn 3. Now zombies can't score. You guys have scored this one. You are holding this one, right? So no matter what, this one will be yours, because I don't think Helga can get there. You now have this one, but they have that one. So a zombie can't flip... Oh, it can contest the objective. It can't control it, but it can throw you off that objective. But it might go for the kill. Oh, Americans are up first, so you got platoon commander or paragons. Vote in the chat. And we're starting off turn 3. We got one more turn after this. It's really going to come down to whether or not any more American units die and if the zombies can throw you off an objective or contest it. But, because there's there's only 3 dead American models, because there were 6 German units and there were 5 American units is what it was. Let's see. All right, paragons are up. Moving quick. Gotta be snappy. And what would you like to do with the paragon? We could move and shoot. You could charge the zombie out of the terrain. Or you could just fire at the zombie. Vote now. To move, you could move 8 inches, shoot at Helga Wunderpump. Or you could just fire at the zombie. I'm not going to measure... Well, you've already... you're going to pick them, you're going to activate, but you need to choose what you're going to do before I measure. You could probably shoot just about any unit on the board, because you can shoot out of this terrain right now. A zombie, regular platoon commander, and a backup. What do we got? Okay, something tells me it's me and Rev playing right now. Is it just Rev vote or someone else voting? Let's see. But move and shoot it is. Because I could tell Rev's tactical. I know Rev's moves. He's controlled the objective in the center now, chat. You have. And Rev has orchestrated the movement. Watch it, somebody else. Rev's painting. Whoever voted, you have moved. And you are shooting, I'm assuming, at Helga Wunderpump. With a 3-shot Tesla rifle burst. With assault. Meaning that you're hitting on 2s. Huh, 2 1s. Suck on that, chat. Okay, well, you got it. You picked it up anyway. America. Oh my god. Okay, well, they get 2 4-ups. Even though I probably should have been 5-ups. Haha! They get it. You generate a point of guts, put the dice back in the bag. They do get a pin. Yeah, they should be getting... but I've been giving everyone 4-ups, so that's the reason why I'm doing it. But it should be 5-ups in the for just the shrubbery. But, oops. Anyways, we're going to put the dice back in the bag. You generate a point of guts. Yep, always guts. Always guts. And watch them all work on your Warhammer stuff. Finally got into that game recently. Ooh. What sort of Warhammer stuff? You talking 40K or you talking a different Warhammer game? Pull another dice. And we always welcome the lurkers here. I'm not trying to put any pressure on the lurkers. I just figured I could tell Rev is going to use his tactical prowess. Okay, German dice. Oh, this is actually really tricky now on what do I do, because it's like, if I can get rid of the Paragon, that's really big. Now, the thing is, though, you can shoot me if I charge you. I can't even charge you with the freaking Totem Core. Because, I can't move, right? I can only move 4 inches. Damn it. That really sucks. But they've been respawning every turn, so it doesn't matter. So what I am going to do is, I am going to move... I'm not going to charge you, but I'm going to advance with this Totem Core here. And I'm going to move him 4 inches. It's going to get him somewhere around here. Okay. So now we're even closer. 40K? Nice. One of your two are guard? Nice. I have Blood Angels. I have a regular Space Marine 3D printed army. I have Orcs. I have Chaos Space Marine army. And then I have an Emperor's Children army. A lot of 3D printed, but there's a lot of GW stuff too. In the Blood Angels particularly. German Rift Dice. Oh, it's inactive on this zombie. Oh, I should have pulled it out with the zombie anyway. But yeah, it got inactive. So if you guys kill the zombie this turn, it will not come back. Because we have our home rule for the zombies we're doing. Guards and Knights. Ooh, Knights is fun. Rev, we still haven't played a game with it, but Rev at some point was putting together a Knights army until Konflikt took over our lives. German Rift Die, or German Die. I'm going to also continue putting the pressure. I'm going to advance with this zombie that respawned. It cannot actually charge you because it's going into the terrain. But what it's going to do is it just respawned by the gravestones. Brains. It's actually a cool shot. Oh, yeah, I also have Tyranids. I forgot. There's like 6 armies or something I have for 40k, which we never play now. Now we're playing Turnip, Konflikt, Bolt Action, German German Order Die, Helga Wunderpump. We already know we were in range of that objective before. She's going to move in point blank range. Oh no, she's going to move here and try and shoot the platoon commander. Get rid of another American activation. Fire your pistol, Hans. That's the name of the werewolf bodyguard, Hans. Fire the pistol, Hans. Hitting on 3s because not assault. Let's go. Oh, I had a pin. Hold on. We'll keep the fire saves, but let's see. Regular -1, but the +2. So what would that be? That would go down to 8, 10. Oh, thank God. Never punished. Okay, hitting on 3s. 2 hits. You have a regular platoon commander on 4s. And that is 1, and you are not in the cover. Would you like to use a point of guts? You will use a point of guts to change that 4 to a 3. You're lucky, chat. I'm a good DM or GM. You change Helga Wunderpump's damage roll to a 3. That's what you did there. And you've what is this bullshit? Yeah, well, you know what? There's just like not that many units, right? And fireflies are so cool, right? But I understand if you want a little variety in your life. We're trying out Turnip 28, and I absolutely have fallen in love with that game. I cannot wait. Rev, I'm not going to actually... I was about to say what the result of the first battle report is, which is coming out on Wednesday. It's going to be our Turnip game. I really wanted to like have a Konflikt game every week, but it's okay if we take 1 week out of the month and play a different game. There's no way I can get a Konflikt game ready for Wednesday and another or whatever. I'm just so busy at the moment with my work and fly tying, so it's all right. We're going to film a game tomorrow of Konflikt, and that'll be coming out not next week or next Wednesday. That'll be our Turnip game, but the week after that will be Konflikt. So we might do another type of video, just not a battle report, but I want to do some like topic stuff too. That'll be much easier for me to film and edit as opposed to, or videos on like what I like about units I like in Konflikt or something. I don't know. I haven't figured out what we want to do, but also, at some point, we are going to be making a video. Shout out to Ed Scar, who's a Konflikt creator on YouTube. We're going to do a collab. We're going to try and do a video where he does like he explains like how to set up tabletop to play Konflikt on Tabletop Simulator. He's been doing research. We've been talking in the backgrounds. There's models, but only some of the models work, and there's not everything. But there's enough to do Axis versus US. So we're gonna do hopefully do a collab and have like he can do a video where like how to set it up and all that because he understands all that. I don't. I know the basics, and then we could do a battle report So it'd be cool to do a battle report using Tabletop Simulator and like how we normally do battle reports. So that could be fun. That could also be a way that we could do this, chat. If you guys want to play Conflict, a little bit more streamlined and easy way to do stuff would be for us to play on Tabletop Simulator. And that might be cool. So I'm thinking about it, but well, I mean, Fireflies are arguably, like, you could say Paragons are better, I guess you could say. But, you know, like, because they can generate guts and all that. But I would argue Fireflies are definitely one of the best infantry units that the U.S. have access to. So you kind of, like, it sucks if you ain't got them sometimes, you know, just because they got such, the Thompsons are, you don't really, Americans have pretty good shooting overall, but, like, you need pen. Americans are struggling with pen. You need the penetration to deal with like the high toughness units. And the Fireflies dropping in point blank range with the +2 pen and the one shot is really big. Like in the last game with the Bears, I've really struggled with the Bears, and like the Paragons are not good at taking out big things and tough things. They suck at that. They're more for generating guts and like tactical movements. The Fireflies are actually infantry that can shoot stuff. Yeah, and you can drop down and shoot, what do you call it? Rocket launchers, ATRDs. Yep. Paragons, they have the heavy Tesla, but if you put 3 Paragons against 3 Bears, they're going to die. You put 6 Fireflies, like, shooting at 3 Bears, they're going to do some damage most of the time. All right, anyways, we're going to pull another die. Yeah, the Grizzly's good. The Grizzly's not bad, but we're talking about infantry, right? Americans, the platoon commander or the Paragon is up next. And now you do have multiple zombies and a platoon commander that have gotten within range. So it's up to you, chat. We're going to vote. You can nominate a Firefly squad that cannot be reactive fired against. Is absolutely insane. Oh, man, that sounds great. I can't wait to do that. Because really, it's not... It sounds good. But you usually just wait till everybody's activated. But I guess being able to do that before you have to wait till everyone activates is pretty good. Platoon commander or Paragon? Who do you guys want to activate? Yeah, you can still hit him on ambush. But most people don't respect ambush like you do, Rev. That's the difference. Alright. You got a platoon commander right here, and you got your Paragon right here. You're fearless. You have a Totem Core here, and a platoon commander bodyguard here. You need to kill something. This doesn't have an active Rift Dice. If you kill it, it's dead. I forgot to give it an active Rift Dice. I could have with Helga Wunderpump, but I'm not going to go back on it. Firefly flamethrower squads. I haven't looked at any of it, so I'm very excited to take a look. Hopefully Rev brings the book next time we play, or tomorrow, and I can take a look or something. Maybe I'll do a video on talking about what I like about the new book or something. That could be fun. All right, Paragons are up. We're going quick. What are we doing? We shooting or recharging, chat? Vote now. Oh god, I'm gonna make a burger after this. I got a burger in the fridge I can heat up. Charge Helga? Woo! Yeah, if you charge Helga, you're gonna unless Helga though, Helga's been getting those pistol shots. You better watch out. She might gumbutt you. She might get a lucky 6. Take you out. Never know. Never know. But vote now in the poll. Vote now. Probably gonna eat some food after this, and I might play a little Over the Top. If you guys haven't checked out Over the Top, dude, other than some people yelling really bad gamer words, which I hate saying that term anyway. I shouldn't say that. Just people yelling, honestly, just terrible things, but that's any open mic game in the internet nowadays. But it's 200 people, 100 versus 100, World War I, And you can literally spend the whole game just digging trenches and holes towards the enemy. So that game is absolutely amazing, though. I've had so much fun with that game. And it makes me want to, like, play a World War I miniature game or something. It's just so cool. I always loved the World War I trench warfare stuff. You know what I mean? But if you haven't checked out that game, check it out on Steam. It's just such a fun... It's like... It's not like a crazy good game either. It's just like, it reminds you of 2011, like, big online games where everyone's open mic and like, go, charge, fight, you know, and everyone's screaming in German accents, and on the English side and the French side, people are like, oh, oui, oui, my baguettes. It's if you haven't played that game and you have a PC, because it's on PC, it's on Steam, check out Over the Top, dude. It is so freaking good. Because I bet you most of the people here that would like play Conflict or Bolt Action would get a kick out of that game. So I've been having so much fun, though, because I don't do a lot of gaming anymore. But it's a sort of game where you could hop in and just like do some role playing as like a British officer or something, you know? So good. So good. I've just been practicing my Conflict accents the whole time is what I've been doing. All right, now that we got some more time, it looks like Charge is in, and something tells me Charge Helga Wunderpump is going to be it. So we're charging, we're fearless, and we are going to try and take out Helga Wunderpump, are you? You stupid Americans. When will you learn? I have a werewolf bodyguard. That is just a regular... Oh, dude. Alright, you get 2 attacks with +1 pen, and I get 2 attacks. Because I have 2 dudes. No pen. You're wounding on 3s, and I'm wounding on 6s. Wunderpump! Ha-ha! Take that, you rascallion! You may have killed Helga Wunderpump, but as she's falling down, she, like, what's the name of that Uma Thurman in the Batman movie? Poison Ivy? She blows a bunch of poison sumac dust in the Paragon's face, and he dies of a allergic reaction. Let's go. Woo! You already used Guts this turn, so you ain't got Guts. You can't save him. There's no Guts on the board. That's just a straight-up Helga Wunderpump to the dome. But I cannot score any objectives now. You've officially stopped me from scoring. There's no Guts. You already used Guts this turn. You used your Guts, and remember, you moved and shot or something. I know. You want a Guts. You want a Guts. You want a Guts. You want a Guts. You've already Gutsed. No more Guts for you. Right? That was this turn. Yes. Turn 3. You got... Yeah. Paragon's dead. And Helga's dead. And there's a platoon commander left. Right? Let's see. Turn 3. Start of turn 3. Yeah, you guys were here. You guys moved here. Oh, no, last turn you moved here onto the point. Then at some point you moved here and shot with your Tesla rifle, moved and shoot, and used your Guts to put the dice back in the bag. Yep. Because it's only turn 3. You've activated like 8 times with that Paragon in 3 turns. You've literally like double gone. Every Paragon has double gone every turn. You've gotten 6 activations with every Paragon. All right, Americans are up. You have a platoon commander. Now, how are you going to win this game, chat? Let's see. Let's do the points. You've killed 4 German units. I've killed 4 American units. We're tied on the score in that regard. You control this objective. I've thrown you off this objective. You still... Oh, no, I control that one. So what you need to do is get to this objective, overthrow it. All you got to do is advance here, right? Get onto this point, kick me off of it. Then you control that objective. There's only one more turn after this. The zombies can't control anything, and you control that objective. They can't reach it. You win by 1 point. The main thing is you don't want this platoon commander to die. No, they can contest it, though. They can contest it. So if you control the objective and a zombie comes onto the point, then you don't control the point anymore. That's how a totem core works. We'll take a look. They do have some value on an objective. They just don't control it. Totem core may never capture, control, or pick up enemy objectives in the rule. Their presence still prevents an enemy from capturing or controlling. So does that mean, can I not flip it then? How does this work? Let's take a look. You might be right. So you may never capture. Maybe you're right. Maybe you can't flip it. I thought at least I could contest it, but no, I guess not. I read it, I guess in my mind I thought you were contesting, but in reality what you're doing is you're preventing things from being controlled. So I think you actually control it no matter what. I think you're good. I read this wrong, is what I did. Totem core may never capture, control, or pick up, like intelligence markers, objective markers. Their presence still prevents enemy units from capturing or controlling objective markers. I feel like... So how does that work then? How does contesting an objective work? Prevents capture or control. Ah, okay, so you aren't controlling anymore. Okay, so I just missed that part. It's this wording here that's the important part. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. So here's the deal. It'll be a tie game if I can kill your platoon commander after you get on that point. Right now, as it stands, we're tied points there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You control that one. I control this one. This one is not controlled anymore because there's a totem core within 3 inches. But that's at the end of the movement. So technically, but next turn, we get one more turn. So I can kick you off that one, technically. This one could try and kill this platoon commander. So what you need to do if you want to win, chat, you need to move this platoon commander onto this objective and not die. Right? Because right now we're tied. You gotta overthrow that objective. And if he dies, then we draw. This is what happens. So, that's that. What do you guys want to do? Did we vote for the platoon commander? I'm gonna leave it. We're gonna vote now. Move on to point. Or yeah, you want to run onto the point, or try and kill the totem core. I will warn you, trying to take out the totem core is not going to be easy. He doesn't have an active rift dice, but you're shooting. You'd hit on a 3 advancing. You could still advance. It looks like you can advance onto the point and shoot him in point blank range. You could do that anyway. You don't have to run. You could run, though, I guess, technically, and get as much movement as you can while still staying within 3 inches of the objective. And maybe trying to get away from the totem core. So let's do that. We got 2 votes. Move on to the point. I'll just type in the chat now. Do you want to shoot or do you want to run? I know you just said run, but so what you could do is you can only move 6 inches max, right? So you can't actually run. Now, the thing is you want to get away 4 inches. You can get away 4 inches and get on the point. You can get like here, stay outside of 4 inches, and still shoot. I think that's your best bet. You can't actually get too far away, so we're just going to fire 1 shot on a 3. Misses, but that's okay. You're on the point and you're outside of 4 inches, so you can't be charged next turn, theoretically, right? No, because he can only move 4 inches. He can't double go. He can throw you, or he can kick you off the point, but he can't kill you. So, all right. We're going to put the dice back in the bag. You guys, technically, so you control both side objectives. And the middle one's no man's land. All right, it's all going to come down to this last turn, chat. The zombies can't kill you, but they can kick you off the point. So what you could do is... Oh, that dice is good. So what you could do is you could try and kill the zombie. Yeah, advance onto and still shoot. Yeah, you still want to shoot, of course. Stay outside of 4. Yep, easy, you're outside of 4, so you can't be charged next turn because there's no guts. So he won't die. But I am going to just do it. I'm just going to move. I'm going to advance because I can't charge you. I'm going to get onto the point here. Like this. With this totem core. So now you have to kill him to win the game. Otherwise, it's a draw, right? Oh, no. Yeah, the only thing that matters is that your platoon commander doesn't die, and it won't. So you're going to win no matter what, right? Because now this objective's null. So 1 point, you've killed 4, so that's 5, and I've killed 4, so that's 4. So you win no matter what. We're still going to pull a dice out. Let's see what happens. He just has to stay alive? You're good. Yeah. This guy will advance 4 inches here. Yada, yada, yada. And the American's up. It really comes down to this. You're just going to fire. If you charge, you will die. Don't charge. So you're going to fire. On a 2. Hits. Looking for a 6. This is where you want flag and eagles. Don't we have to win by 2? Yeah, you can win by 2 if you kill him. Otherwise, look, technically you have to win by 2 in Conflict. This is the smaller skirmish version, so we're playing by our house rules. You can win by 1. And you rolled a 6. It doesn't matter anyway. USA! 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 With the pistol shot. So yeah, you actually technically do win by warlord rules. You're forgetting that we're playing house rules, skirmish rules. You can win by 1. But it doesn't matter anyway. Because the platoon commander throws his cigar on the ground and is like, yippee-ki-yay, mother trucker. And blasts his head off with a 45 Magnum or something. And with that, chat, and look, last week we came down to 2 models. This week, we were down to 2 models. There's a totem core in the center, but you control these 2 objectives. That's 2 points. You've killed now 5 Axis units. So you actually have 7 points versus the Axis 4 points for killing 4 Americans. So congratulations, chat. Good game. Good game. GG's. GG's. GG's all around. Good game. Good game. And, yeah. We got 3 turns in about 5 hours. Or 4 hours. 3.5 hours, whatever it is. But, GG's, chat. This is fun. I think the skirmish works good. These are my thoughts. First time, we just took random units and just played them individually. I think it went well. I think it was pretty balanced. Obviously, I had units that couldn't score necessarily with Totem Core, but they literally came back every turn almost. So it was balanced in that regard. So, but yeah, I think this is the way we're going to do this. This is the way we're going to do this. And we might even try out Tabletop Simulator as well. I love doing this and having the actual miniatures, but it's hard for me to get multiple camera angles and stuff, right? I only have the one camera. If you guys enjoy it like this, we'll make sure we still do it with the miniatures on the table because this is really fun. But I think we'll mix in maybe every other week. We'll do it on Tabletop Simulator once I get that figured out. And yeah, Jim wins. Congratulations, Jim. You got a guard army and you won. So you're the real winner. We could do it on Tabletop Simulator as well. So we can like zoom around the map. We can like move around the map cinematically. And we'll have like 3D models on the table. And we can have like a cool battlefield. So I think that'll be really fun. So I'm excited to try that out. So maybe next week, maybe we'll do that. If not, we'll do it normally like this. And we'll do it skirmish style. Because the skirmish was a lot of fun. And it was pretty balanced. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be balanced. Conflict doesn't have to be balanced or bolt action. You know? But that being said, it is nice to have a game that is somewhat balanced. And it seemed like it was fairly balanced. Totem Cores versus zombies and shock troopers and paragons. Even the paragons going twice per turn and getting multiple activations, they still ended up dying, right? You charge a paragon, you charge a totem core on them, they might take it out. So even in the paragons with their like quote unquote broken gut stuff, it still was a really close game. So that was a lot of fun. So anyways, chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you guys have an awesome night. I'm gonna make sure all my equipment is ready for tomorrow. We're gonna try and play somewhat early, not 8 o'clock, okay, or 9, because I don't get up that early. But maybe we'll shoot for 11 or something or whatever. We'll try and get in somewhat early. I mean, to be fair, we'll set it up and we'll probably be done pretty quick. I don't know what you want to play though. I might play more Americans though. I've been having fun with the American list. So I don't know. What we'll do? I guess you could text me or something. We'll figure it out. Or maybe I'll try something different. I don't know. Are you playing Japanese? All right, I'm going Americans then. Screw it. I love a good American versus Japanese story. Classic. So, all right, chat. Round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much for hanging out, you folks. I think we're getting the hang of it. We're gonna get the hang of it. The streams are the conflict with chat. We're gonna figure it out. But I like the skirmish, and next week we'll try something interesting, something fun. Now, victory. Yes, congratulations, Cosmic Drew, Rev, Jim. You guys have proven to be victorious today. Jenny Brats, Tiki. So one thing we have is Turnip 28 battle report on Wednesday. I know. We've had literally a conflict battle report. Only conflict, except for that one Warhammer video nobody watched. But we're going to mix things up. And also that'll give me a chance to get... Tomorrow we're going to film a game. And then next week we'll film a game on Sunday. That'll give me a chance to get ahead of schedule. And I'll have a backlog of one conflict video. So we're going to take 1 week. We're going to do our Turnip video, which will be our first Turnip 28 battle report. It's going to be a game we're going to be featuring on the channel. I'm super excited. We're going to do like a narrative kind of introduction game. So anyone who's new to Turnip, I'm going to try and make it to where it's somewhat easy to learn. And then, yeah, we're going to have we'll probably have a Japanese versus American game, which we're filming tomorrow. So, and then pretty soon, probably by, I'm guessing April in some point, we're going to get to 1,000 subs. And we should probably, we're going to do a really big game. So I think we're going to do our Apocalypse style game where I don't know what we're going to do, whether it's going to be 2,500 points or 3,000 point armies, but I want to do like 25 or 3,000 points of US versus 25 or 3,000 points of Russians or something. We're going to have conflict units. We're going to have bolt action units. There's going to be like a freaking war on the table on a 6x4. We're going to have the board just filled with units. It's probably going to take like literally all day to film. We might need to do it like Saturday and Sunday and leave the freaking thing set up. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but and we have some cool like terrain that we're working on. So that's probably going to be like a month from now because it's going to take us a little while. But once we get to 1,000 subs, once we get to that number, we're going to try and get that in the works. So we're trying to get in ahead of schedule and work on it. But should the Flayer make an appearance in a game? I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. What that is. I have a cosmic model. Oh, you do? You do? Yeah. You have Rev has a Cosmic Drew guardsman, I believe, right? Don't you? The Mordian command squad, you named it. It's all Mordian themed guardsmen or whatever. I have no idea what you're talking about. You can do whatever you like. I don't know what the hell the Flayer is. You got like mind flayers in your Japanese conflict army now or something? All right, chat. You take it easy. You have an awesome night. We're going to be filming some conflict tomorrow. We got Turnip 28 on Wednesday. So until then. Oh, also, I forgot. Because we're filming on Sundays, I don't know if we're going to be streaming on Sundays. I may, but... oh, you're the Flayer. Okay, gotcha. I don't know all the lore, okay? I'm not a Mordian expert. So what I'm thinking is we might do our Hoppy stream during the week. Okay, I know Morty streams during the week and all that stuff too. But it's just gonna be like a chill hobby paint stream. So, because it might be tough to record a full conflict game on Sunday and still have the energy to stream. We did it. We might do it tomorrow. We did it last week, but I'm thinking we might move one of the our hobby stream day to during the week. So that's something to think about. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, chat, you have an awesome night. Cosmic Drew, thanks for handing out, dude. What do you call it? If you guys want some awesome, what do you call it? Conflict 47 Battle Report music to play in the background. Cosmic's your dude. Check out his channel. We got Rev. Thanks for handing out, brother. I'm going to destroy the Japanese tomorrow. Mark my words. No more ambush shenanigans. I'm going to jump down on that ass with those fireflies and jump walkers. Jim, thank you for handing out, dude. Good luck on your guard army. And let us know how it goes. And shout out to everyone watching. We had Wolf, Frosty again with the new membership. We had we had Tiki with the re-membership, Rev with the re-memberships, and the gift memberships. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Way too kind. So you folks have an awesome night. And we may see you tomorrow for hobby stream, but if not, maybe during the week. But we got some videos to record tomorrow. So I'm going to clean up, chat. You take it easy, and we'll see you soon, all right? All right, chat. Take it easy.